The first Steam Next Fest of the year just wrapped up, so in this episode of Playlog, we're talking about the rest of the demos that we absolutely loved. Hey everybody, wow, that's not the intro. Hey everybody, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog podcast where we talk all things indie gaming, but of course, I can't talk indie games alone because that would be super boring, so I've got my partner in crime, the Playlist Get themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
I love how quickly you switched back. That was so professional.
Yeah, turn it back on again, you know, and we probably won't cut it out. It'll just be the intro and the episode. That's not how that works. Hey everybody, because then the timestamps will be wrong. So then it throw it off by like 20 seconds. Exactly. I just got to make sure it is what it is. You get the natural podcast thing here. I was watching a video this weekend. Are you familiar with August the Duck on YouTube at all?
No.
He's one of those commentary YouTubers. He's like someone doing something dumb online. Let me talk about it for 15 minutes, whatever. He's got he doesn't have a Markiplier voice, but he has a distinct voice like Markiplier does. So he's like, oh, interesting. I enjoy listening to this abnormal's rude, but like this special voice human. And he did a video I saw yesterday that was about I don't even know the people. This is how much I don't pay attention to like celebrities anymore. Where I'm like, I know Little Dicky is the one. Like I know Little Dicky. I don't know anyone else that was on that panel. But they're doing like not a podcast, but like a new multimedia experience. And it was basically them just sitting in their house where it was like a reality show. They rigged up a bunch of cameras and they like walked around and podcasted, but it's not a podcast, it's a multimedia experience. But the one dude was just like, can I fart in the microphone? And just like rips ass. I'm like, what is this content? What is it? And they were like, all right, now the important question. If you could bring back one person from the dead to come onto our podcast, who would it be? And they all go, Hitler, right? That's the one we take. I'm like, huh? What? It was just such a weird. I'm like, I understood what the statement was. We're like, oh yeah, if I do this, because what think of the click-through rate if we had the interview with Hitler? I'm like, but that's okay. I don't know. So it's just gonna be like, this is such a shit show. Why does this exist? He's like, I'd show you more, but literally, like nothing else happens for the next hour. It's just there's nothing here. So that's me. Bye. But yeah, that's what I watched yesterday in between like 10 episodes of Ted Lasso.
I noticed there's this whole world of streamers, especially on Kick, that just do stuff, and it's like, how is this content? They're just interacting with people, usually by being annoying.
Yeah.
Or they're gambling away the night or stuff like that. I'm like, what is this?
I never, as someone who's not a big streamer, I've had the conversation recently on stream, like, I just don't know how much Twitch is valuable to me anymore. Like, the amount of time I put to sitting for streaming for 2 to 3 hours, where I could just go and make like 3 YouTube or YouTube shorts or whatever, and make actual income on those. I'm like, I think it seems like the better move. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with Twitch moving forward. But like, I've not had the audience of people who like to watch me, that can watch me dick around in games, but not like real life, throw my life away, make money, gamble, bother people. So I don't know the audience that wants that. I don't understand who comes home and says, I can't wait to watch Streamer Man fuck with a grandma at Walmart. Like, that's just such not a piece of content I look to find. So when I see people do that, I'm like, who are you? Why is this? Who wants this? Who's watching this?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah. Maybe we're just too sophisticated for this. We need like a new internet, Tofr. We need like the blue sky of internet, you know? Like we leave everybody on this internet, which is the Twitter, and we go over to blue sky and make a nice one where people like good shit.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't know how to do that. I don't know the infrastructure of the internet. I don't know how to make a new internet. But yeah, hey, that was a fun little conversation to have just to start off the show. What's up, everybody? Welcome. This is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast. We talk about indie game news, reviews, and whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to show us some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube and leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way to helping the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games, just using the Google form in the description of every episode and have your opinions be heard. Now, on to a bit of housekeeping real quick. you like watching me and my hot D&D friends play make-believe, then boy, do I have a list of shows for you. Real quick update for this week's session of TTRPGs. Our Symbaroum game has been delayed, so that Sunday game that I talked about last week, it's not happening right now. We're going to circle back. It was just some scheduling things of all of the players are here in the US. Our DM is in Europe. Scheduling didn't work out where some people had to start so late that it was like 5 a.m. for gym, etc. So we're going to see about finding another time that works for everybody. So that game is currently on hold. No horror scary game. I'm so sorry. But as far as games that are going on, Monday night, we'll be having our finale of Jollywood, which is our American Arcade inspired game. Episode 4 is happening. We just got the group all together. All 4 of us are together now. We blew up an art gallery. And we are going to save our friend who is currently imprisoned in some weird underground TV show prison thing. So that'll be cool.
Damn.
That's how we're going to wrap it up. I crashed a motorcycle and got a big old cut on my arm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's a sad time for Jason. Also, the bit with my character is that, like, nobody remembers his name. I think we talked about this already. But, like, I did a fun little edit in OBS. I put, like, a bunch of names over the screen and crossed them out. So it was, like, Jason, Jackson, Jacob, Josh. So much so that in the chat, Kreese was one of our viewers was just like, oh, man, we've never seen the side mission of Story and Jake, of Sasha and Jacob. I'm like, my name's not Jacob. Like in all caps, and Nightbot in Mouse Chat was like, hey, stop it. You're loud. I was like, like we literally paused the game to be like, hold on. Nightbot just yelled at Danny. I'm like, I was trying, everyone keeps calling my name wrong. And like, it's a funny bit. I don't really care. But like, it's funny to be like, I can't get the name right. So that happened. But also, that's a game. Finale this week. Can't wait. Mouse, such a beautiful and lovely DM. And then I put Tuesday, but that's Wednesday. Let me fix that on the script. Wednesday night, not this week. This is our session 0, so we're playing it out. But next week, we'll be starting our Electric State game. I've yet to see the whole movie, but like post-apocalyptic, robots take over the world, and then humans take them down, and now robots are outlawed, and we're really scared and stuff of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm leaning towards playing one of the robots. I don't know what the whole cast is doing. We're having our session 0 tomorrow as of this recording to plan out like characters and who's doing what. So I'll report back when I can, but I'm hoping I get the little robot guy. I think it'll be fun.
Nice.
I think it's good when Danny gets to play the goofy little dude. And it's like, yeah, I'm here. I've played the goblins. I've played the little toy cat that's like the Scooby-Doo of the group. Like, I'm that guy. Mm-hmm. I'll be that guy. We'll do it. But yes, that's what's going on in the TTRPG space. So check it out. We got Monday night Jollywood finale. Wednesday night Electric State starts. It'll be cool to be fun. So see you guys there. All on Rediscovery RPG. God, Mal, what a great person. Timestamp, which means Tofr. We're on to the topic of the show, which is us playing a bunch of Steam Next Fest demos. We played some demos. I didn't get a chance to play as many as you like. Right now, I've got 12 demos to talk about. You've got 6, so I think the format will either do you do 1, I do 2, and then or I'll do 2, you do 1. Either one, whoever wants to start, will go from. Before we talk about the demos, we didn't really talk about it last week. But usually we have the like, how was Steam Next Fest? What do we think about it? How's the curation? Blah 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 blah. How'd you feel about Next Fest this year? How would Next Fest hit February 2026 as opposed to last year or anything else?
There weren't too many changes from last year. I felt. Which is can both be positive and negative, as we did have some suggestions after the last one.
Yeah.
I did feel there was quite some AI slop in there.
Yes. Yeah.
And especially there were like for the first time I felt like I had to go to each game's Steam page just to check if there was an AI warning or not.
Yeah.
And I did not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that needs like a thumbnail thing. Like I feel like just the top left corner of the Steam icon needs to be AI if it's a thing. Not necessarily Steam Next Fest related, but I'll get emails about a game like, hey, would you like to check out our game? They give me the description. I'm like, this sounds really cool. And I'll look at the art and I'm like, there was some Cthulhu visual novel I got the other day and I couldn't tell you the name of it to save my life. But they emailed me and I was like sitting in a call with Mal. I'm like, hey babe, this is AI, right? And I sent her the Steam page just looking at the cover art exclusively. Then I started cutting to the screenshots, and there's just like this AI render of a dog that I'm like, that is absolutely AI. I saw this after I sent it. I'm like, that's an AI dog. And then she responds like, yeah, definitely AI. I think as you scroll through the page in their like read more section, it shows like we created a bunch of art and used AI generation using exclusively our stuff, which I'm like, I'm in a spot where I'm okay that it's like we made it and then used the AI to make our stuff because you're not stealing stuff. That doesn't change the environmental effect and everything else taking place with it. So it's also, I also just don't want to condone it. And then like today I got an email about an account or this website. It's like, hey, we're a website that's exclusively for AI made games. I'm like, why did you ever think that was going to get me to want to stick around? Why did you think that was the thing that said, this Danny guy, we're going to get him with this hook. We make AI games. You proud of us? No, fuck off. Don't speak to me. Go away. Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, the AI stuff aside, yeah, that's shitty and sloppy and God, fuck AI. I did find Steam felt more, it felt like it defined a category for me this year. Usually it's just like, here's a bunch of stuff we think you're going to like. They had the things you may like. They had the things on my wish list. But basically the whole thing was just like, you want Slop Squad games? You're going to get Slop Squad games. Like so many friend slop things showed up. I've downloaded a bunch. I don't think I played more than like 2 of them. But I think it was interesting to see that in perhaps I'm playing too many friend slap games, that it's messing up my entire algorithm, that I'm not getting things I should be seeing, that like if it wasn't on my wish list, I might have missed some cool titles that like I didn't see on. Oh, someone mentioned like Croak is one that I didn't get on my, I'll talk about it here today. I didn't get it on my feed, but I saw Rogan talk about it on Instagram, and it was funny, and I made my video about it. Celia from Yacht Club was just like, hey, you should check out Croak. Just kidding, I see you already talked about Croak. My apologies. I'm like, no, this game's great. Thank you for recommending. So like, it was a lot more word of mouth, I think, this time around. Seeing my friends do like, here's my 5 favorite demos so far, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I think it's. I would say I had a better year in terms of content, though. I think the last couple of years we've been like, there's been just shovelware nothingness in Steam Next Fest, where I felt like it was too much. It's still a lot of stuff to go through. There were a lot of games, but I did feel this time I was finding things I was excited to play again. Like I wasn't just going through like, here's what's on my wish list. I'm like, oh, this looks cool. Download. This is cool. Download it. As I sit here with 2, 4, 15, like another 20 demos that I downloaded and haven't touched yet. I did have a good chunk of stuff that I very much enjoyed this year. I won't say it's the best Next Fest I've ever had, but it's probably the best Next Fest I've had in a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that like the number of quality games was up from the last edition.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
I would be remiss though if I didn't mention the Super Meat Boy 3D demo that I really, really wanted to try, but constantly came up with a fatal error that it couldn't be launched. And I saw no other human talking about this demo, which either means all of us were not able to play it or nobody paid attention to it. And I'm not entirely sure what the energy is, but I want to play that Super Meat Boy demo. I want to try the 3D one.
I saw someone who on YouTube who played it.
Okay.
Or claims to have played it.
Okay.
And apparently it's a good time.
Damn. I want to play it.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if it's my PC the issue, or maybe if I download it on my Steam Deck, I might be able to give it a shot and see if I can play it. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I got to go. Can't do it. It won't run. This is unfortunate. It's a sad time.
Damn.
But yeah, Next Fest. What a time. We're back, baby. Timestamp there, which means we're into the game. So Tofr, do you want to go and then I do 2, or do you want me to go do 2 and you do 1? How you want to?
You can go first.
I'll go first. All right, let me go first then. I didn't pull up the folder with the footage. Let me vamp with random words about stuff and things and moving stuff. And I think before I get into what I've been playing, a few follow-ups from last week, because I played things that you had played. Vampire Crawlers. Fuck, that's gonna be a problem. This shit's addictive.
I know, right?
Oh my god, that was so cool. I only went through the first 2 levels. I didn't put a lot of time into it because I'm like, awesome. I'm sold. I will lose hours to this when it comes out for real. Fucking awesome. Got to play Dench Attack. Man, is a lot going on in that game. Is it a lot to do? And you were saying there's so many different things happening. Yeah. Because it is the moving on tracks. It's jumping, it's honking the horn, it's doing the tricks in the air, and then I'm like, I don't know what the tricks are. So the moment I would jump, it was just grab the thumbstick, wherever my brain goes is move it a direction and then half circle. Move a direction, half circle. Yeah, there was never the intention like, I'm going to do the full blah, 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 blah. It was, which way did my thumb impulse go? Go from there. Like, just make it happen. There was never a rhyme or reason to my skill. I just did it. But I did love the spectacle. I love how big it is. I love how exciting the game feels. I think Dench Attack is really, really cool. That is one that I think I will not be good at, but I think I will have fun getting to see the characters and everything. And it is that quick respawn of I died, get back on the track and go again. I'm like, I got a D on this level? Oh, well, on to the next one. Dench Attack was very cool. Other things, anything else we talked about? I think... that was the only other one. Oh, I played more Cursed Words. I've talked about it before. That game fucking rips. Yeah. I mentioned on TikTok, I played this demo months ago. This is the exact same demo that I played then. I've already beaten this demo, and I still played more of it. I want Cursed Words. I want the extra characters that I currently can't play. When the developer sent me, like, hey, our demo's, like, live on Steam, I'm like, don't do this to me. I don't have time. I'll lose production. And he's like, I made the game. I get it, man. I understand. Sorry. So, developers, you're bastards. And if you want to come on the show and talk about Cursed Words, I'd love to have you. Cool shit. Great shit. But yeah, those are the other things I played. Real small little tippity bits. But on to the real games, Tofr. On to really talking about some shit.
Yeah.
The first game I played in this like second wave of Next Fest demos was, I believe, last week my indie spotlight, and that was Paperhead. Paperhead is a first-person shooter. It's a boomer shooter. So if you've played Doom, if you've played Quake, if you've played anything like that, it's that vibe. But you are playing as this like cardboard cutout from, I think, Paperland, Paper World, or whatever. And everything has this Paper Mario collage middle school project style to it. I was a very big fan of the style. That's what got me into the game at the start. I think I mentioned in our little preview last week, I was like, it's going to be challenging, not because of like, it's a hard game, but there's so much going on at one given time. No, it's a hard game. It's very hard. It's so much. I died so many times. I did find, I was breaking in a new controller that had like back paddles and stuff, and I think it was a little messed up. The one control I don't like about Paperhead is that the swapping weapons button is on the D-pad. So in a first-person shooter, I'm trying to move, and then I have to move my thumb from moving to switch weapons, because Y is its own input, it's its own attack. So I have to do some remapping to figure out how best to do that. This might just be one that isn't meant to be run on controller that way. It just seems like I'm something's missing that I can't do it properly. All that to say, I still like had a blast seeing this game unfold. I got to the first like level before I had to like put it down and do something else. You get this magical pencil which you use to heal yourself. So like if you play Doom, when you go to kill somebody and you go to like execute them, they burst into health and ammo and stuff like that. That's kind of what this is. When an enemy's running at you, you use the eraser and you're like erasing them, which is healing you over time. There's also some, I'm sure there'll be upgrades to like increase the spawn rate, but when you kill enemies with the gun, there's a chance that their body drops to the floor. If you run over it and crush it, you heal from that. So there's a lot of like, you are healing from the shit you're killing. But when everything else is happening on the screen at the same time, it is hard to survive. So you have to just like be really quick with everything that's happening. And this guy is diving all around me and is going to kill me, and I could not survive. And this is the part where I thought I killed him and I died. It's really dope. I think I'm going to have fun playing the full thing. I didn't finish the demo entirely, but the aesthetic is it. And I've always said like aesthetic is usually what gets me into a game. And then if I fall in love with the gameplay second, awesome. Like that's usually what happens. I think I need to try it again on just mouse and keyboard instead of controller for this one. I think it's just, it just didn't feel like I was getting my most out of it with controller. Like I just had things that were impeding me from being good. So TBD, but yes, I did have a kick-ass time. I don't know if this one has a date yet, but yeah, I like boomer shooters. I played this, reminded my buddy, I'm like, hey, I have to borrow Doom the Dark Age from you because I want to play that, and I've been meaning to do like a Patreon kind of series for like AAA Let's Play where I'm like, hey, Dan, the indie guy plays AAA games that he missed. Like I want to do it with like Ghost of Yotei, Final Fantasy 16, etc. That might be a YouTube thing we do, but neither here nor there. Paperhead, really cool. Really like this one.
Yeah, it says it's supposed to come out in the second quarter of 2026.
Okay, cool. So coming months you should have it. They said I didn't play the demo, so I don't know story progression wise how much is here, how much is there. I died in this section you're watching video about, like this big room, like a million times. Where I'm like, I gotta beat the level, but there's so many bad guys that show up. Also, I think it came down to me not optimizing the room appropriately. There's these big dudes that spawn the enemies, and I was like not killing them. I'm like, I'm letting too many things spawn in. I need to stop them. I need to make sure they're not killing me. And once I finally got that sorted out, I cleared the room. Paperhead. It's kind of really it. It's a boomer shooter. There's not a whole lot to like. The story is really changing my life. It's blood, it's guts, it's gore, it's paper, it's cardboard, it's this motherfucking thing that's chasing me down. It's really fucking annoying. Yeah.
It looks like a game that you should play on mouse and keyboard, though.
Yeah.
Like you need the quick reactions that you can only get with those.
Yeah, I think that's probably.
So it's impressive that you managed it with a controller.
Tried. Like I've the new like Doom games, right? The 2016 and Doom Eternal. Like I played both those on PlayStation with a controller. So like it is what felt natural. And other boomer shooters I played, I know I've played with mouse and keyboard. I can't immediately think of another one I played with controller. So I think that maybe just Doom is built to be like, yeah, we're gonna do it with controllers, like controller mindset, like people can do it.
Yeah.
And this might just be, we built it, you can do controller, but you should do mouse and keyboard. You really should. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna switch it up. And I still have the demo to finish. So when this episode goes out and I have a little more time to play some Redacted. I'm trying to think of dates. When I get a chance to play some Redacted, then yeah, I'll go from there. But Paperhead, yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
it looks like it could have been a Devolver game.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. I could see Devolver picking that one up. But we're not talking about Devolver just yet. We'll get to them in a little bit.
Okay.
I only played one of their demos. I tried the other one, but I didn't get into it enough. I'm in the wrong folder for my next game. Oh, no, I skipped that one. I didn't like the game very much. Now, throughout the weekend, I had a couple co-op experiences, either with Mal or with my buddy Kanai and Connor and Wes. Play a couple demos. The first co-op game that we got to play was Crazy Hotel Together. This one was Mal and I. We got together, and this is it's not, I don't believe it's friend slop. I think it had in-game chat, whatever. I don't want to immediately assume a game has in-game chat, therefore friend slop. But essentially, it's a co-op game where you guys are running a hotel together, and the whole thing is you start up the hotel, you name the hotel, you order the inventory, you get the beds, the showers, the toilets, everything. You set them up in rooms, and then customers come in, they stay, you clean up after them, and once they check out, new ones come in, etc., etc. Forgive me, the frame rate's going to be pretty dookie on this one. I was capturing footage, so it might be a little gross or ugly. So shield your eyes. But yeah, let me go to this footage. So I ran the lobby. I started up, and I named the hotel Mal's Juicy Ass. So that was the name of our hotel. And I was like waiting. I wanted the reveal moment of like, oh, cool, we get to see the name of the hotel, and I didn't see that anywhere, so I only knew it because I named it. So I sat there, I was like, damn it. All right, I got this. And a customer came in, like, I'd like a room, like, hello, welcome to Mouse Juicy Ass. How can I help you? And she's like, what did you just say? I was like, that's the name of our hotel, babe. She's like, shut the fuck up. No, I really enjoyed this one. Last week we talked about like roadside research and the mundane, like do the thing, repeat the thing, do whatever. This was very fun. There wasn't a whole lot to do, I guess. That wasn't like busy work, but it was fun busy work. Like you start with the one room and they're like, put in the bed, put in the shower, put in the toilet. Each day you go in, you're like, I'm going to, this guy fucking put pink sauce all over the wall. I'm not sure what he did, but I got to go clean it up. So you'll grab a mop, you clean it up, you leave, go back outside. Once you get enough money from them, You go back out and you buy another room. You put a bed, a shower, everything in that room. Now 2 people can stay in your hotel. You go back out, you upgrade again, get a 3rd, 4th room. Once you like get enough money and enough like reviews for your hotel, you can upgrade it. So the demo ends when you upgrade for like the first time, which gives you like 10 rooms. And it's this big fancy hotel corridor. Like, I'm excited to see the hotel progression, getting bigger, more rooms, more things. I'm like, oh, look at all this stuff. One problem we ended up having, it would occasionally lock Mal out of rooms. So like we'd be like, all right, cool. We have to go clean the rooms so we can get people to check in. Otherwise they're going to leave. So Mal would go like our first room, Mal would go in, and as they go to walk in the door would shut, and Mal would either be trapped inside or trapped outside. So it's like Mal could not participate in the cleaning part. So I'd have to end up doing that on my own, just so we could progress the day. It is the convenience of like, once you hit midnight, the day is over. You need to go to the door and close it, but it is the day doesn't stop. Like, you can still explore, clean, buy inventory, do whatever, set things up. So you can still actively do your own thing to prepare for the next day. But it does kind of stop customers from leaving, customers from coming in, which is nice. It's simple, but I think it's a fun, just dick around and have a good time with friends kind of game. I really enjoyed my time with this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the way it looks.
Yeah, it's silly. There's like a slap animation. If you have nothing in your hand, you go to attack, you just like pop, you like slap somebody. And I think I physically broke Mal's game at that point. They were on the computer and I went and like slapped them. And as they fell, they were like, "Hey, the computer's just stuck on my screen now." I was like, "Huh?" They're like, "I'm walking around and I can't like do anything because I have the order thing, but I can't use the mouse to click on anything because I use the mouse to look." So I think I broke. I'm like, "Okay, I'll start a new lobby." Luckily it just started. Like video watchers right now, you're seeing what I mean. Like, Mal cannot go in this room, so she can't put in the shower and the toilet and everything. So she was putting them outside. Yeah. I would take them in and put them in because the game would not let her in. There's also like wallpapers and stuff. Like, we ended up finding like this Valentine's wallpaper. Like, we're just gonna put this everywhere because it was the only wallpaper in the game. But they also had like, here you go, like Valentine's beds and the lamps and everything. They're actually like put the shower, a sink, and everything in each bathroom so you have it. And then customers come in like, I don't have a toilet. This thing that I'm holding, this weird thing that's not a shower, that is a toilet. It was very funny to find customers like floating, taking a shit. The first room was me being chaotic, and I was just like, this is the cuck toilet. Like, this is the one where I'm like, there's the toilet. It's not in the bathroom. So I'd have the guy sit there and just, while he's shitting, stare at the bed. I'm like, this man feels comfortable. I just, it was so dumb, but it was the lore we created as we built this world. Just a black. I think, do I have enough footage here? I think I see us go to the big hotel. I hope. Do I? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so like once you level up for the first time and get the first upgrade, like here is the new hotel, and you have all these new rooms that you can now make money unlock. You get the new basement, you have to run down to get all your stuff. I assume there's like a bar area. I don't know if that is a resource. Nothing popped up. That might just not be in the demo, but like it's a bigger space. And this is just the first upgrade. I'm assuming you'll get more floors, more different resource and everything as you go, but it's very cool. It's very fun. I think it's a goofy, silly one. I think like date nights, group friend nights, this will be a fun one to just like run a hotel.
Yeah. I also love the speed stripes when you're running.
Yeah, those are always fun.
Across the street.
Like anime.
Going so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, Crazy Hotel Together. Again, I should have these dates pulled up. I just played so many demos. I did not take time to write any dates. Crazy Hotel Together. I think. No, visit the store. I don't want the feedback. I want the store page. This one says March 2026, so it should be out soon-ish.
Oh, okay.
According to the Steam page at the moment. Yeah, fun time.
Nice.
Timestamp, which means Tofr, on to you. What you got planned for us?
Yeah. My first demo is for a game called The Day I Became a Bird.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a young boy who catches feelings for one of his classmates, Sylvia. But she only has eyes for birds. Now, the demo was extremely short.
Oh, okay.
I finished it in 8 minutes.
No, okay.
Yeah, which is a shame because I feel like I don't have that much to say about it.
Yeah.
Basically, you wake up, you greet your dog as you prepare to go to school. You solve a couple of puzzles, one of them being like this uh, complete the picture by placing tiles in the right position
Mm-hmm.
kind of things. Um, you can collect feathers along the way. I have no idea what they're for because we never reached that yet. Um, but yeah, then you set off for school. You ride your bike. All of a sudden, you crash your bike for some reason, and then you see her, and she's standing there watching the birds in the park, and you are in love. Apparently, that's enough to be in love.
I get it. Been there, done
And
that.
that's the end of the demo,
Oh.
which
It's like
is
you
a
don't even
shame.
do the bird part?
No,
Okay.
it's
Mm,
I'm wondering if that means that this is going to be a really short game as well, so they
yeah.
didn't want to give away too much.
Okay.
Um, but I feel it's a shame because I really dig the way it looks.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This is awesome looking. I really dig
yeah,
this
it's
a
like a
lot.
children's book come to life.
Yeah.
Um, I dug what I played. It's just I didn't play enough of it.
Right.
I wanted to play more. I wanted to see how gameplay evolves after that, like after those first basic puzzles. If there's gonna be different kinds of puzzles, or if it's
Hmm.
gonna be the same kind of puzzle each time.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to see at least an interaction between Frank and Sylvia, but even that wasn't there. Um, so yeah, it's hard to really say a lot about this demo because there just wasn't that much
There's
going
nothing to
on.
say. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the free sample that was like still way too small to be like, I don't even know if I like this or not. Like, not that I don't think, I think this looks great. I think this looks adorable. If this is
Hmm.
like an afternoon, a short hike kind of like hour-ish plus experience, like I'd be okay with that. It looks like it could be that. Um, but
Could
yeah,
be, yeah.
seeing what's in the trailer here, I'm like, oh, look at all these things I'll get to do, but it sounds like you didn't get to do most of them. I'm like, oh, well,
Nope.
I don't know what this game is. I think I'm kind of sold on it. I think it looks cute. So I definitely give
Yeah,
it a
I'm
shot.
keeping an eye on it for sure, but it just feels like a kind of a weird decision to release a demo like this.
Right. And not have
Um,
anything to do.
yeah. Maybe it would have been better to then if you were gonna make a demo that's only this long, then maybe you'd take a part from further on in the game
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you're at school or something.
Or
Because
even just
now it
like the
was just
snippets.
yeah. Because now you were just waking up, greeting your dog, which is fun. Your dog is cute.
Yeah.
Uh, and then you get your bike and you set off, and that's it. And
Damn.
yeah, it feels bad to be like complaining like this because I think this is gonna be a really cool game.
Mm.
I just wish I could have played more of it.
Yeah. But it's almost like, and there's a weird case because people do it, but it's almost like, let's put out the character creator. All right, that's it. That's all you got.
Yeah,
See ya.
yeah.
Um, because yeah, I think of like Walk the Frog I played last week, and that was, hey, check this out. Like we're in the game. This is like chapter 1. Jump ahead, and this is like chapter 3. This is chapter 7. Like we gave a little piece of like each section of the game. I think if they did, here's you waking up with the dog, getting to school. I see the girl. Here's you like a little bit as the bird. Like, and maybe the game's not far enough along to have those things. If that's the case, this feels like it shouldn't have had like a Next Fest demo. Not because I don't think it belongs at Next Fest, but it sounds like you get your one shot at Next Fest. Like it and not that I think, from what I hear, it's not for everyone the most lucrative, amazing. Like, yes, we had the Next Fest experience, we popped off, but then I see some like, we got our 850,000 wish list this week. Like, good for you, awesome, great for
Yeah.
you. But if this is all you have to show and people get to play it for like 8 minutes and not really experience it, like, I'm not saying a demo has to be super long, but I think even if you got like 20 minutes out of it, so you have something a little more memorable, so you got to play the game, you know. Because there'll be people like us who are like, oh, I remember seeing this. Like, this is going to be burned in my memory. I can't wait to play the whole thing. You know, people who are playing a million demos that aren't making content and talking about the game and keeping it at the front of their mind. So when this game comes out, they're like, I kind of remember playing it, but not really. Maybe later. And just, you know, pass it by. So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I think I need a longer sample. Because now I'm watching this trailer loop. I'm like, I want to go play this, but I realize I'm not going to get to do all this. I'll just wait for the full game. Oh, well.
Yeah. keep an eye on it because it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I really like the idea of it. So let's hope that it's more than just a good idea.
Absolutely. Fingers crossed. Time stamp. Which means we're back to me. I have another date night game. Sort of, kind of, ish. So, after we played Crazy Hotel together, Matt and I jumped into a game I've been meaning to play for a long time. And I'm glad I had an Xmas demo. It's called Animal Kind. It is essentially kind of Animal Crossing, but not so much anthropomorphic animals. You're basically little animals who run mechs. And I loved it. I had an amazing time start to finish. As we load up this game, you get to pick between a cat, a corgi, and a raccoon. And you're like, which one do I want to be? The whole premise of the game is you get on this island, you're making friends with the people who live there. In this demo, there's only two. There's Barnaby the owl, and there is, I think it's Sam the squirrel. Sam is like the shopkeeper. You're like, I want to go here. I want to buy seeds. I want to buy furniture. I want to buy whatever. Barnaby's just kind of like, hey, I'm your neighbor. Could you help me with this thing? It'd be kind of cool if you could build me this thing. Could you make me some soup? I really like soup. Could you make a house next to yours? I want to be next. Like Barnaby's, I like Barnaby. Barnaby's cool. There's like two different modes in this game. You're playing as yourself, like the animal, where you're more like, I'm cute, I run around, I can pick up one item with my mouth and carry it around. The more you sprint, you build up your zooming meter. So you can just full on like haul ass across the map. You got the zoomies in you. It's amazing. And then you unlock your mech, which is basically the main thing. It's how you do everything in this game. You pick up these like magical blocks, which you turn into currency so you can buy more recipes to craft things, use it to chop down trees, break rocks, climb mountains, plant seeds, go fishing. Like, you as the animal can't do these things. You need the mech. So you'll spend like 90% of your time in the mech. And it's one of those like Moonstone Island where as you do actions throughout the day, that energy bar drains. I think it's any survival. Moonstone Island's the one that I'm thinking of. Fishing took this much energy and cutting down trees took this much energy. So by the time you hit 0, it's like, that's all I can do today. There wasn't like a recharge my mech thing, but it isn't, I waste my energy, now I pass out. It was, oh, my mech can't do functions. Like, I can walk and everything, but I can't craft or grind anymore. So I just go to bed. Yeah. So it was a very like cozy, welcoming kind of game. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think the one dilemma we had was co-op. This game is listed as co-op, and we went in, we're like, oh, it must be one of those beat the tutorial, and then you can invite your friends. In the game, there is a friends list option that's like invite friends, but no friends are online. So I'm like, oh, it's because none of us have finished the tutorial. We have to beat it. And like, Mal and I played this game, I think, for like 4 hours. We're like, how the fuck do I get my girlfriend in this goddamn game? So we're like, hey, the trader's on. Let's go watch the traders. Let's watch the finale, etc. We're going to close this game. I saved, closed my world, and I went to check on something, like how much time was in it. And when you go to load up the game, you can invite friends. So you can't invite your friends from within the game. You have to do it before you start the lobby, which maybe to some might be like, oh, yes, this is where you're supposed to do it. That makes total sense. I'm like, that's annoying to me. I think I started the game and did the tutorial. If I'm someone who didn't back out, right, to be like, oh, I want to go play this game with my friends, how do I do that within the game? Like, I couldn't shift tab invite from the Steam menu. There was no way to invite Mallory. So by the time we're like, let's just stop, we'll figure it out later. Then I'm like, oh, I figured out how to do it. That's really annoying. I wish that was one of the tutorials that popped up, or that was something I could find that said, here's how you play with your beautiful girlfriend. I'm like, fuck, damn it. I wanted us to run around as a corgi, and I think she's a corgi. I took the raccoon. I'm like, let's do this. It'll be fun. But now at least we know for next time. Because like in the game, for video watchers, you can see in the top right, it shows like I'm online. Like that tells me in the game I'm in, there should be a way to invite somebody. So it's a weird, not even a weird complaint. I just sound like overly aggressive about the fact that I couldn't just invite someone to come play this game with me. But I had a blast. This was a very cozy time, a nice experience. You craft stuff, you build a house, you build a town hall. This, once I got the town hall, was kind of the moment where I'm like, I think I'm done. Like, I don't think there's anything for me to do. You can go talk to the people on the island, like, hey, I need a task to do. They're like, I got nothing for you. Go find some blocks, which is just currency to buy new stuff. So I go talk to the next person, the portal. They're like, I got nothing for you. get lost. I'm like, all right, I think the demo's exhausted. There was never like, thanks for playing, you've done it. So I think I kind of reached the end of it, but had a great time. I think for people who like Animal Crossing, people who like cozy games like this, I think this falls right in that space. It's not challenge. You're not like fighting things and dying or like going with stamina to try and survive the day. It is just talk to the people around you. What would you like? I could do that and come back and do it when you're ready. Like, it is very relaxing. And it's super fucking cute. Like, sort of animations of the raccoon, and everybody like sitting and sleeping, and look how chubby this little guy is. He's so cute. He's so adorable. What did I even clip here? That was Barnaby, our friend Owl. He's adorable. Here we go. You can boop each other's noses. You can sit. Look at the little guy sit. Look at him. Did I make him go to sleep? Go to sleep. I didn't do it. I don't think I made him go to sleep. It's just so cute. It's so cute.
It's adorable.
Yeah, I had a great time with this game. I think it was super, super fun. Again, the way the co-op was set up in the demo, which I'm hoping gets fixed for the full thing, that was my biggest complaint. The fact that I could not find out how to invite my girlfriend to this game before we decided to stop playing was like, fuck, that's annoying. Anyway, yeah, otherwise, fucking phenomenal. Great game.
If you played it for like 4 hours, I mean,
yeah.
You don't usually play demos for 4 hours.
Nope, unless it's curse words. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cute. The world felt small. Like, there was a map and like, here's the 2 characters and there's not a whole lot. So I don't know if it's going to be island hopping. If it is, this is just a slice of it. The real world's going to be a lot bigger. And when you play the full thing, I'm not sure, but yeah, fantastic time. It was great. Would absolutely like die to play more. It's really cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Time must ump, which means now these cute couple cozy games are kind of whatever. It's time to get into some real games, some real gamer guy stuff.
Wow.
I played the demo for the Dungeon Experience, which is the new game from Devolver Digital. I did not know what exactly this game was supposed to be before touching it. I've seen the trailers and it was giving like Rick and Morty comedy vibes, right? The like over the top, what bullshit spits out of my mouth that sounds like that's a reference to a thing. Well, like I was waiting for the Szechuan sauce joke to come in. It reminded me of High on Life. It reminded me of whatever other, Rick and Morty, what's the VR one? Accounting Plus. Like, it reminded me of those things, right? It's very much that you are attending this Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game experience IRL. But it's very much like a back alley, small office space that's been set up with whatever somebody could get together to try and build the best experience they can. It's not great, but it's very fun, right? And I had an amazing time playing through this demo because it was funny, it was simple, it was. I hesitate to say cute because it's kind of like gross to some degree, but like it was like. I'm afraid the video will get taken down here, but like you start with like this standee who's just like, welcome to our adventure. If you'd like to continue, please press my buttons. And you press the button. He's like, not those buttons, these buttons. And then his nipples get hard. So you have to like press both of his nipples then to start the game.
Oh my God.
He's like, the sensitive buttons, come here. Here, please push my buttons. And then you like press the button. There we go. Right. So there's that. Once you get in, you're fighting like this character who has his character story and then also what happened to him. He's like, hello, traveler. Don't mind me. Somebody moved the mattress for the cool pitfall and I broke my legs. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm totally fine. Please, we have to get through that door. So like he's actually been injured. But he's just like, it's okay. I'm just getting paid. It's fine. Each room you go into has like some kind of small puzzle to it. And I hesitate to like even call some of them puzzles because they are just like go talk to the thing or find the thing or do the thing. And it's more going through a cutscene or a line of dialogue. But it's all run by this crab who is like the guy who's like, this is my dream to put this all together. I need you guys to experience it and see what like the story I have to tell. Once you get in through this door, they're like, hey, in order to play our game, you're going to need the narrator experience. Like you need the headset. So you go in, he wants you to build your own headset. So you have to find duct tape, computer speakers, and a webcam. And you just roam around this office and you like, here's the sample of what the headset looks like. So you tape it all together, you put it on, and the crab's just like, all right, can you hear me? Awesome. And now that is how he narrates to you as you play through. And he's telling you the story of all the different characters and how this is going to happen, who you run into. And you'll see him. Let me see if this is the footage here. You sign a contract. He's like, oh, did you sign that? Okay, cool. Good for you. And you'll run into new characters, and he operates them like puppets. So run behind like, sorry, traveler, my friend doesn't believe in people of your race. I know that sounds racist, but that's not what he means. It's just sometimes we have trouble around these parts. Like, oh, that's not what I mean. You're making me sound bad. Like, there's just these different interactions of like characters in each room. As you move to the last one, it is this protect the king. He's like, I've lost my two greatest warriors, Steve and Steve. Man, if only you could be my new Steve. And then you get to pick your first weapon, which is either a sword or water magic. And the sword is like a cardboard cutout, and the water magic is a spray bottle. And the king gets attacked by goblins, who are just cardboard cutouts on drones. And they eventually kill him. So you have to give him like a Viking funeral. I'm trying to find that. Yeah, like here's me using my water magic, like just spraying the room. And let me find. There's moments here, and it sounds like I'm just telling you the whole story, and I am, because I think it sets what the tone of the game is. But like as the king dies, you're like, sir, no, it's okay, please, we can move on. You give him the Viking funeral, you move over, and you like pick up a bow and arrow covered in red paint and launch it at him, and it sets the thing on fire. Like, it is this silly, goofy, what could I find at a junkyard in my mom's attic that I could steal and take to this place and just give somebody the perfect Dungeons and Dragons experience. And it's very much not that. It's not what the character wants you to have. It's just a story. And then when you start the game, the crab gives you like a, hey, I really hope you like the game. If you don't, that's totally okay. I will give you a saxophone solo, but I think you'll like it. And when you get to the end, he's like, all right, you played the game. Did you like it? And like, remember, I promised I'll do the saxophone performance. I just need to know that you liked it. So you get to pick yes or no. And I'm like, no. He's like, okay, now follow-up question. Did you actually not like it, or did you just want the saxophone experience? And you're like, I want the saxophone. He's like, okay, let's go do that. So like he takes you off to a side room and just starts playing the saxophone for you. And he's ripping it. You get these cutscenes and everything. It's like he's performing. Like, oh, this is cool. He's like, now it's time for you to experience it. And all of a sudden, the saxophone like spawns into your hand, and you get to just like hold a button, and you're like, just playing the saxophone. Wherever you move up, changes the note. He's like, whenever you're done experiencing, just go through that door and wrap up this demo. And as you do, the king of this world is out there floating in this like ethereal space. He's like, welcome, you've played my demo. If you want to see more of my spectacular face, you can join me in the full game. Like right here, I'm just like, I went to the wrong door. I'm like, oh, my bad. Let me get her out of here. Let me play my saxophone out here. Welcome, I am me. And I'm like, this is absurd. This is wild. This is crazy.
Hell?
I think I'm going to very much like this game. I think it's going to be a fun, like, nonsensical bullshit game. I can see people who are just like, it's not enough game for me, and it's too much insanity to be in my wheelhouse, and I totally understand and agree with that. Like, I see that. I think for me, it'll be a fun. I like the dumbness. I like the goofiness. I think it'll be okay. One of the things that turned me off from High on Life is that as a first-person shooter, it was too much going on, where I'm trying to, both for streaming it and just playing it, it was like too much goofing and gaffing, and like we need to fill in the void. At least when I'm watching, I say like I watch Rick and Morty, like I really don't. I've seen it, but like watching that, here's the defined story, here's the bullshit that's happening in a contained 30 minutes, right? In a video game where I am trying to shoot things and the gun's going, hey, you gotta hey, careful, you gotta shoot that thing, watch yourself, oh my god, did you open the menu? You're so dumb, why'd you pause? Please unpause, I want to play the game. Like, there's something happening at all times. It's just too much, just sensory overload, and I'm afraid this game might tread into that a little bit. It hasn't in this demo. I never felt like any of the jokes were too much and stayed too long. Like, it wasn't let me roam around and like talk and figure something out. I also forgot about the table man. The table man's another character. He is literally the legs of the table, but he's like a pet dog, and he's just like, sorry guy, I haven't been fed today. Yeah, here he is. And And he's just like, could you get me the food off the table? And it's an empty plate. But he's also like, if you would like to, stand on the table, it'd be good for my back. And you stand on the table. It's like, oh yeah, step on me. It's like a weird thing. But yeah, it's silly. It's goofy. I see why Devolver's publishing it. It feels like a Devolver game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm excited to play through the rest of it. I don't know that it's going to be, a Game of the Year contender or like one everybody screams about. But also, it could be. This could be the sample that it's like, here was the trash experience at the beginning that evolves into something like bigger. Narratively, again, not the game itself. And to clarify, when I say like things are bad, it is not me saying the game functions poorly. It is me saying narratively the character in the game built a poor experience out of like what makeshift stuff they could find. But yes, I very much enjoyed this game. I think it's really rad. I want to see what bullshittery continues to happen with these characters and the story.
I can imagine. Like it's so silly, and I miss silliness in a lot of games.
Yeah, and it's very silly. It very much is that. I think there's gonna be some cool shit that happens in here, and I don't know what it could be, but I'm excited to find out.
Yeah.
But Tofr, your turn.
Yes. My next game is Into the Slimy Mines. This is the new game by Ant Workshop, the people who made Into the Restless Ruins, which I played, I think, last year during Next Fest.
Okay.
Into the Restless Ruins was like a deck builder where you had to build the dungeon that you were going to explore by playing cards, which was a really cool take on the genre. This time around, it's a roguelike tower defense, but with a card twist. So basically, you are part of a crew of dwarves who have crash landed on a mysterious moon after they were blown out of their broken spaceship.
Okay.
And it's up to you to go back and find all of your crew that are scattered all across this moon. You do this by playing cards. So you start off with one room that has your digger, and you play cards to like open new areas and try and get closer to where your crew member is. These cards can open new spaces, but they can also be weapons, because after you play all of your cards, there are waves of slimes that come to attack you. So you have to make sure that these slimes don't damage your equipment too much, or else you get stuck. When you get to the space where your crew member is, you'll face a boss. A boss battle will occur. I've only faced one, and I got my ass handed to me. I was not prepared for how much damage this first boss could take. I felt like I had enough weapons, but I clearly did not. But yeah, it's an interesting game. I liked it. I really liked it. I like the visual style of it. It's a more interesting visual style than Into the Restless Ruins had.
Yeah.
Because of all the colors mostly. And I like the setup of it all. Like you have to try and find your friends, save them, and try to find a way to get back to your spaceship, fix that spaceship, and then get back home. So there's a lot going on. I really dug it, and that's firmly pun intended.
Dug it, yeah. No, this looks rad. I you already said the visual style. I love the aesthetic of this one, the design, the gnomes, the color palette is really there. I think the slimes look cute. And for like, I gotta kill all these. Aw, that's okay. I'll end them. Yeah, this looks fun. I think this looks not mindless, but like one I can kind of throw something on one screen and be like, all right, place this thing, put this thing, move this here. All right, got it. And just like build my defenses and try and go. This looks like it's gonna be a fun one. This might be one that I'm like, all right, it's a demo still up. Let's see if I can find time to try it while I'm playing Redacted.
Let's see. The demo is still up.
Cool, sweet. Yeah, because I think Next Fest ended yesterday, right? Not today.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah, cool. Sweet. So yeah, I'm going to give that demo a shot. Which I think is to be assumed now. There was a point where like Next Fest was like the demo goes up, the demos come down. We're like, all right, our Necfest is over. We got to take our demo down. They're very much just like, put your demo up beforehand, leave the demo up after. Like, there's no reason to take it down. Like, oh, cool. Sweet. Yeah. I'm glad more people do that. So the game's there.
Yeah. I do wonder if it's going to be left up for a long time because the game is supposed to come out in the second quarter of the year.
Yeah,
so
I think it shows this May here. Future. I assume it'll be one of those either, demos out through release, or honestly, I like when games leave the demo up after release because they're just like, oh, this game looks cool, I want to try it. So if they just left it up, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Sick. Plus gnomes, we like gnomes around here. Yeah, good times. Little gnomey buddies. Sick. Yeah, I think it looks fun. I'm gonna peep that one later.
Go for it.
Let's see. Time Mustampe. What else did I play? Oh, buddy. Nothing that has to do with this, but because, full transparency, I am a Thunderful insider. I work with Thunderful Games and publishing, and I will most likely receive a key for this game when it comes out, but I played this demo of my own accord. I played the demo for Replaced, which I was telling LB this week that there's a stigma with these like super heavy pixel art games that are set in like a cyberpunk world because they get announced and then never come out.
They disappear, yeah.
They disappear, and we never know what happened. This one was supposed to come out here in March, I think. I think it just got delayed till May. I'm not entirely sure what the delay was for. I played through this demo. I had a fantastic fucking time. It felt like a 2D Arkham Knight, if that makes sense. It uses that combat system. It's the spam the button to punch. It's the Y to parry and counter. You have a gun that you charge up as you fight, and the moment someone like gets past you, you're like, whoosh, bang, and you get a cool cutscene. This game is fucking beautiful, fucking stunning. God, is it gorgeous? I don't know. I almost broke my fucking chair. No, the little thing came out the tab. We're fine. We're alive. Almost died. I'm okay. This was one that I was like, God, I hope it runs all right on my PC. It ran perfect. It ran great. Off the rip, I was a little confused because there was some signposting I wasn't showing up where I would walk all the way to the right of the screen. I'm like, I don't know where I need to go. And then I went back. I'm like, oh, here is a sign to move this box. So I had to actually move a box so I can climb something. It's not slow, but it's hefty. Where like you kind of clunk, 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 like clunk your way along as you're running. Audio listeners, if you can envision someone doing a peaceful jaunt to that level of clonking I was doing. I'm not entirely sure of the narrative. You're this guy, you're very much giving off like John Wick energy. Here's like the cutscene I'm talking about, the guns and shit. Like it's so clean. But yeah, you go through rooms, you'll move platforms, you can climb up somewhere and grab something and do whatever. You have a special like device that you can use to scan items and take information. After you complete an encounter, you move to the next room, do the same thing. There's a part here where this train is like following you around, and I didn't let it catch me, but I assume if that light caught me, I would get like riddled up and like shot with bullets. But it's like stealth, hide from the light, get past it. The combat is repetitive, not in a like I am gonna get super bored of it quick, but I think it'll be. I think it'll be consistently solid. Like I don't think it'll be like this is going to evolve drastically. I don't know if I'm gonna get new weapons and new guns and stuff. Cool if I do, but I'm expecting it to just be I punch, I dodge, I shoot, start to finish is my guess. At least when you get the gun, they're like, hey, at this point in the game you would not have the gun, but we're giving it to you as like a sample. Like here's what it will play like when you unlock it in the game, because narratively you won't have it yet. So I think it'll mostly be melee stuff, but like I got lost in this world. I had a great time. As you get towards the end, there's like this really cool moment where like you're fighting this what is almost like a little mini boss, and it's just a big dude. They all kind of take turns beating you up, where like 10 dudes will be on the screen and like 8 of them sit in the back line and 2 step up and they're like, let's fight. And when you beat them, they're like, oh man, we got to step up and help our buddies. And you beat them. And you get down to like this last guy, and he's just this meat shield that's eating up everything you throw at him. I'm like, please. And once I got him with the kill, that train shows up, and one of your buddies comes up on the train track, runs that train over. It's just like, yeah, I saved your ass, dude. Nice try. Like, let me see if I can find. Yeah, here we go. I went a little further. Yeah, there's like, I see you. Who's ready to fucking die, bitch? And as they like prepare to just riddle you up, like dude comes in and just wrecks the train. Like, fuck yeah. But like there, like it's so cinematic. And
yeah,
I don't quite know how much is pixel art, how much is voxel, how much it's more parallax in what they're doing, but whatever they're doing and how they're doing it, it looks awesome. Like that in the back has to be a 3D model. I don't think that's pixel art, like the car that drove through. Obviously my character is pixel art, but I think the terrain here looks mostly 3D. It might be a flat plane with like, there's a mixture of 2D and 3D in this, and I think it all comes together super, super well. I think it plays great. Again, I'm not entirely sure what the delay was for. Obviously, they saw something like this game wasn't ready to release as soon as we had it. But I'm in. I've been in since they showed it. There was the point where I'm like, we had the last call or the last night or whatever that game was called, and then it disappeared, and then Replaced came out, like was announced. I'm like, cool. Is this was Mal telling me about other games I should play? And then for a while we're like, oh, is Replaced like the last night? We're like, oh, because it got replaced. Like, no, these are separate games. I'm like, okay, I don't know anymore. They look alike. But yeah, this was sick. I'm excited. Like I said, I assume I'll get a key for this one to play when it comes out, and I'm immaculate. Great time.
Yeah, I had been hoping to play this one because I loved what I saw from the trailer, but I felt like I didn't really know what gameplay was going to be like.
Yeah.
When I watched the trailer, and I wanted to experience it. I haven't found the time to do that.
Sure.
But it's really cool to hear how jazzed you are with this one.
If you get a chance, it wasn't super long. I want to say maybe like 30 minutes. It's probably what it took me to beat it. I could totally misremembering and thinking I just killed it and I went faster than I did. But it wasn't a very long demo. It was a pretty decent chunk of like, let's just knock it out real quick. But there was still substance there to play. So
yeah.
Cool indeed. Timestamp. I also did a fun little post of that one where I was like, look at my new controller. I'm playing all the Thunderful demos this week, like Planet of Lana and Replaced. And I think it was the only 2 Thunderful demos that were out, but this one's I posted about anyway. However, I did play another game. I mean, I play a lot of other games, but I still have to do my second one for the slot. I talked about this one on socials over the weekend. It's called Croak. It is... The way I said it was, this feels like the first game to take the gameplay of Celeste, make it original, and still have that same love and touch that Celeste did. And I'm all in on this game. It's called Croak.
Okay.
You are playing as, I don't know narratively what's going on. I think you're like a frog prince. But the whole thing is, it is sectioned off like Celeste. It's room to room. You're trying to complete like the platforming puzzles. But instead of it being like dashes, you use your tongue to pull yourself into a wall. It's this very like Saturday morning cartoony squash and stretch visual style, which I love. And it just plays so well. It's looking at it, it looks like it feels floaty. It looks like it feels not pixel perfect like platformers should, but it feels so good. I was just impressed. I'm like, I didn't expect this to feel like it does. And that's great. I love that. You get like 2 jumps with the tongue if it's like grapple one, or like, so later in Celeste, right, where you get the gems after you dash, gem, dash, like that's where it ends.
Yeah.
It's pretty much that off the rip. You have tongue, recoil, tongue. So there's a lot of times you want to jump, turn around, grab a wall, and if you hold the tongue, it'll send you further. So you want to like slam and then grab again into a wall so you can bounce yourself up. You'll see yourself turn purple when you're out of jumps or out of tongue grabs or whatever. Yeah. There were a lot of platforming puzzles as you go. There's mushrooms to jump on. There are these like little chubby birds that I thought it was when you would hit them, but it's when you jump. So if I jump, they get started and go like, huh! And they like inflate. And then if you jump again, they're like, huh! And calm down. So there's a lot of like momentum based puzzles where like I want to run under something or launch a bush like across a gap so it lands as a platform so I can use it. There were quite a few that were like, I'd have to launch a bush underneath a platform and move along with it. So as I would get to the end of my platform, I'd have to jump off, land on the bush, and then ride it to the end. Almost felt like Geometry Dash at that point, where it was like a timing and a pacing thing that felt right. But you'll see like there's sections just like Celeste where like I got stuck here for a while where I'm like, I know I have to do this. And if I do this part, then that part and here, and I barely made that. Like you video watchers saw me knocked it out in the first try. That took me like 10 minutes. So I'm like, I keep fucking this level up. But like, here's the one where I'm talking about. Like I have to launch, if I jump, I have to launch the ball, but then jump so these owls are moving so I can get to the bush and launch. And I fucked it up. Now I got to do it again. There's boss encounters where it's like this giant beaver that you have to like launch yourself at, and you have to hit him on like bonk his nose to do damage. It is also in that quick snappy, I died, reload it and go again. Like I don't have to worry about running back to a beginning of the level to try it or whatever. This one does do the progression based like rewards, like if I beat it this fast with this few deaths, I get the gold star or whatever. They give you, I think it's 2 levels and a boss like for free just playing the demo. There's other levels you can unlock, but you need to get the gold star, which was I had to go beat it in this amount of time with only this many deaths. I'm like, I could probably do it now that I've beaten the level, but I didn't take the time to do it because I think it's one that when the game is here, when this is in my hands and I get to just play through it, I'll be good. Like I will want to do that. I will want to, like, I'll be like, nah, I died too quick. Let me restart. Cause like, I know I could have fucked this. Like I could have beaten this level so much easier than I did. And I fucked it up. So I'll restart knowing that I could have done better and I will. Once I beat this boss, I'm like, I got his patterns. I could beat him for sure and get the gold star. I will save that for the full game. I'm in. I'm sold. I'm locked in. This is one that I mentioned. Rogan mentioned it. Celia from Yacht Club mentioned it. It was just like, hey, you should check it out. I see you've already played it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's awesome. I don't think it'll be Celeste. I don't see this being on the Mount Rushmore or whatever, but it plays like Celeste in the way that it's not copy paste. You're not going to be like, hey, I didn't get the same heartfelt experience I did in Celeste. I didn't get but it's there, man. It feels great. And I'm going to continue to think about Celeste every time I play this game. And I'm one of my shocking, like I'm doing an Instagram post hopefully tonight that I can post tomorrow of like my favorite Next Fest demos. And this is a top 5 easy. This was awesome.
Wow.
I loved this. Croak is awesome.
Yeah, I have to say, like when the footage started, and you mentioned it looking a bit floaty, that's not the impression that I had. It looked like you were just really enjoying how it handled.
Oh, I am.
If that makes sense. It looks like you're just enjoying, like you're jumping, you're dashing, and you're like happy.
Yeah.
With how it's handling. That's what it looks like to me.
Love that. I love that. Like I know how I felt starting it, and like I say, like the moment I started was I was prepared for it not to feel good, you know, like not feel like Celeste. And it doesn't. It's weird because I will continue to say it feels like Celeste, but it does not. Like that's why I say it feels like its own thing, but the building blocks and the familiarities to Celeste are there. Like if you play this game and never played Celeste, you'll go play Celeste like, oh, this feels like Croak. You know, like they have those connections. Versus if you played Celeste and then go play this, I see it. I can feel it. Celeste doesn't have boss fights, so this feels very different. Like this is a weird comparison. But like as you're doing the platforming and being like, oh, I know this level goes up vertically, so you can like you get a little fly, you can fly up to be like, I see what's up there, come back down. Like you are going room to room, collect the tokens or the strawberries, right? And like it has those building blocks and familiarities, and they're done so well. Like if you told me later, you're like, oh yeah, somebody who worked on Celeste worked on this. I'm like, I see it. I see it. Or the entire team are huge fans of Celeste. Totally. I see it. I get it.
Yeah.
It fucks. It's so good. Love Croak.
It looks really cool.
It is. Woo.
Add that one to my wish list.
Really do it, baby. Do it. All right. Timestamp that guy. Was that my 2 in a row? Is it your turn again? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I did replacing Croak, yeah. Bubba, what you got for us?
My next game is called Greenhearth Necromancer.
Okay.
It's a new game by Silverswing Media, the people who made Glitch Hiker, which was this really introspective game. It was really cool. Greenhearth Necromancer is a semi-idle game about caring for living and undead plants alike. So you are a necromancer living in modern day. It's an alternate reality where witches and stuff are just part of our society. And your grandmother has passed away and has left you her apartment full of plants. Well, because she's passed away and hasn't been able to take care of those plants, most of them are dead.
Oh.
So it's up to you to bring them back to life or unlife, and care for them. Um, you also get to meet your neighbors and have like these interesting conversations where they'll bring you their dead plants and to ask you to care for the plants instead. Um, but most of the gameplay revolves around taking care of the plants, making sure they are watered, making sure they are being trimmed. Um, and then you can let the game run in the background
Oh.
while you wait for the plants to need another dose of water or stuff like that. So it's a really cool combination of idle game and visual novel, I would say.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks really cool so far. I didn't play too much of the demo because I felt like I had a good grip on what it was like pretty early on. It seems like it's gonna be another really introspective game,
Yeah.
which isn't a surprise coming from the devs who made Glitch Hiker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it handles its subject matter sensitively. It talks about death as being a part of life, which is always a plus in my book.
Yeah.
And I really dig the visuals. It's not world changing or anything. You basically have your balcony garden full of plants, and that's it. But you have to make sure they're like in the right pot, so they get enough sunshine, they get enough warmth, they get enough water, and that's basically it. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was one of the first demos I downloaded. I didn't get a chance to play it, but yeah, I love how this one looks. I think it looks like a good time. I'm interested when you mentioned like the idleness. You can like let it sit and water them later. It's not like real time watering. It's not like every 24 hours I water my plant.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It's like every 5 minutes, for
Okay.
example.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is charming. I do like the way this one looks. I'm wondering if it's one that I would like put the time commitment into for an idle game.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the things I really like about, I say as someone who doesn't play a lot of idle games, but has had the idea of like, what if I just set up like 6 idle games at once on a Sunday night, hit go live on Twitch, and like people could just see, almost like I'm watching an aquarium stream of like, look at the fish. It's just there's desktop fishing over here. There's this frog trimming his grass over here. There's my character in On Together chilling, reading a book over here, like letting the idle games just exist. And seeing what that looks like. And I'm wondering for this one, I'm like, how idle does it get? How much do I have to sit down and click? Otherwise the game's like, well, you didn't click on the plant, therefore the idle didn't happen. So you didn't progress because you weren't here. Like how much I can let it sit, like set it and forget it kind of deal.
I'm not sure about that because I didn't play for that long. Once I ran out of like story-based missions.
Yeah.
And the game was just basically asking you to just sit there. I quit.
Okay.
Because I had other demos to play.
Yeah.
But it feels like so far it feels like you get to choose how interactive it gets.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like this. This is cool. I'm glad you got to play it. Like I said, it was one that I missed. I didn't get a chance to like circle back. But yeah, I think this one looks really cool.
And the demo is still up.
There you go, team.
Okay.
Time to try it. Timestamp. Let me see. On to my next two. All right. This first one I talked about a couple times here on the podcast. I know I made a couple TikToks about it. I would talk about it again because I played Gunboat God. This game rips. I'm going to lose nights of sleep to this game. It's so much fun. So it is a shmup where you are running around on this boat, and you are fighting these like shadow creatures. I said visually it reminds me of like the fucking PSP game, Patapon.
Patapon?
Yeah. It reminds me of Patapon a lot with its style, but it still has its own unique like take on it, right? You get this boat that has the ability to propel itself forward. You can launch yourself out of the water and under the water. And all the while, these like shadow creatures are flying around on the map, and you just have to shoot them. You start with this like pistol, like, little, I would even call it semi-automatic kind of gun. And you're just like, pew, 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 pew. Once you beat the level, you unlock the shotgun. And then after you beat that, you get the grenade launcher. And you can have this wheel of weapons at any time, but then you can like lock into 2. So almost anyone who's used to like a remote back in like the 90s and use like last, so you'd be like, I'm on Cartoon Network and then I'm on Adult Swim, and you swap, like, parents are coming. Whoop. Like it is what are the last 2 channels you used? Boom. These are what I have. These are the last 2 guns I have. I'm a sucker for the grenade launcher because the fire rate it's very pew, 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 pew. The longer you shoot, it goes faster and it like does more damage. And as I have swarms of these bats coming at me, it's just like pow, pow, just explosions in the air, and it feels like so powerful and like you're just knocking out so much at any given time. There is the Cuphead fan of me that loves the chaos that's on the screen and being able to propel forward and take those things out. And then there is I don't know what other shmup I've played that made me go, this is in my wheelhouse, but whatever it was, thank you, because I really like Gunboat God. There's a silly character, I think his name is Yeti, is like this crocodile thing. It was just like, I made this boat, don't you touch it, unless you're good at it. Are you a monster? All right, let's ride my boat around. Like, he's silly and goofy. He like gets excited whenever he gets an upgrade. It's one of these goofy, like he picks up the wrench, he goes, bah! New upgrade, done. Like he doesn't use the wrench, he just smacks your boat with it. Some of the levels were more challenging, where it's just like survive, and there's just endless hordes. I'm like, there's so many, I'm gonna die. I'm assuming in this case it was make that last level we have harder, so the demo has some more longevity, as opposed to like, I don't think that level will be that hard in the full game. But I'm so there. Like, it's one that I'll set up and be like, what levels can I knock out today? And if it is the perfect scores, gets me a certain thing or whatever, I'm going to try and get those scores. The momentum of like the guns, like it takes some getting used to find out like how I'm going to jump over, like swim under something. But once you kind of get to it, you're like, I pushed myself, but I need to stay under because a tidal wave's coming. I can use the shotgun to hold myself underwater by like firing at really nothing. But then as the wave passes, I can let go and then let gravity come back up and I float back to the top, right? Like it is a bunch of those things that I think will be muscle memory and finding how does this game play for me, and how do I, like, what weapons do I want to use to do certain things? I think the demo only gives you the 3, but I'm imagining what else is going to be there. Is it going to be a sniper rifle that does big damage, but it's like way slower? Is it going to be like a rail gun? Like what other things will I get with the shotgun, the pistol, and the grenade launcher already being there? Like, I want to explore. I think it's 5 worlds that show up on like the map. You only get to see the first world in the demo. There's so much that I'm sure this game is going to offer, and I won't even know what I want out of it until it hands it to me. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this is what I wanted. This is what I needed. I'm here for it. The demo's there on Steam. It was a part of Next Fest. It's still available. Game comes out here in like April. I think it's like April 15th, I believe. Let me double check that, because I'm probably gonna clip this out for TikTok, so I can like Gunboat God. The way about to be. Clip it out for TikTok so I should have the release date. April 13th. All right, let's over here. Okay. Over here. Boom. All right. Now for YouTube, you can see all this stuff. The TikTok will be the fun edit. But yeah, April 13th this one comes out, and I'm the Steam Deck gonna get to work. Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Damn. Yeah. It's starting to look like April's gonna be just as sick as March.
It's. Let me double check something and make sure this wasn't an embargoed email. Oh,
you're about to die in the game.
No, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm good. Oh yeah, I fucking died. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Outbound also just got a release date of April 23rd. So, like, that's another April game. Yay. Damn. That'll be a fun one, I think. Mal and I will play, or at least I know Kanai and Connor are both interested in too, so it might just be like a group night. Play that one. Kanai, Connor, Mal, myself. I think it'd be really fun.
Nice.
But yeah, Gunboat God. Fuck, I want it now. I need it now. Give me the game. Yeah, timestamp that one. And then what else I got on the list? I already showed the doc for the video watchers. Oh, Tofr. You like roguelikes?
Sure do.
Cool. Lootbound's pretty fucking rad. Lootbound's awesome. So it's a very simple roguelike. There's not a whole lot going on. I played it and I hesitate to say it's like Slay the Spire, but people who have watched me play say it reminds them of Slay the Spire. So
okay.
I take that misdirection as you will. But you start with just the warrior, who's kind of your basic character. And you have 3 attacks, and they're all just like, for the warrior, it's I do damage based on how much shield I have, and I do a little bit of damage, and I earn shield from that. So there are like settings to it of like, oh, if I do damage with this spell, then I get shield, then I can use that next attack to do damage based on how much shield, but that costs mana. So you kind of cycle yourself for that early character. But that's kind of just whatever. That's the combat. It's very vanilla, very basic. Once you complete an encounter, you get a piece of loot. That loot has specific dimensions. You will run into a level and you will twist and turn something that you get from that battle and try and fit it into your backpack. Once you have something in your inventory, you have to then equip it. So there's 2 separate sections to equip an item that will level up your hero. So the warrior is, I think, built for more slash damage. So as you go through, you want to find swords and blades and things that are giving you more slash damage to make him better. I think by the time I got to the end of this run, I had him at like 1,000 something health and like a metric fuck ton of slash damage. So he'd be like, is that an enemy? Just one shot. So as long as they weren't dodging, he was just slicing through, like even big enemies. He's like, get the fuck out of here. So you want to take the item and build it. But they're also going to continue to give you more items as you go. And it becomes that attachment of like, I don't want to get rid of this really cool sword. I spent like 10 minutes trying to make room in my backpack for it, and I want to keep it, but I know this new thing is better for me. I should take that. Can I somehow get both? No, they're both weird and bulky. There's no way I can keep both. I'm going to put one in my inventory and not on my character so I don't throw it away. And then after 5 more runs, you're like, yeah, I'm not going to use this sword. I am going to pitch it and throw it away. I'm going to get rid of it. So it is that like, I'm afraid to drop something I might leave. That thing of I have so many potions and I save them all to the boss fight and then don't use them kind of mentality. But as you're going down the path, you'll also find blacksmith and shops and other things where you can get more items and you have to roll a die for it. So you roll a d20 and like depending when you get there, it's like, do you want the easy item, the medium item, or the hard item? And it's like you have to roll a 7, an 11, or a 17. And you go in, you roll the die. It's so beautifully animated. The dice rolling, you're like, whop, ooh, I failed. You could re-roll. I think for the whole run, you get 4 re-rolls, I believe. Or I think it's 4 rolls total. Like it's the default roll and then 3 re-rolls. That's for the run. Like it's not like each encounter I get more re-rolls. That's it. So you kind of have to weigh like, I'm early on. Do I want to waste my rerolls on something I know I'm going to replace in like 2 rooms anyway? Not really. So you start saving your rerolls. As you get somewhere, you're like, that's a big ass like black sword from like some Black Knight bullshittery. Like I need that. So I use a reroll to like, I need to roll a 19. I need to get that item. You'll get to a new room where you get a new companion. There's the paladin, there's the witch, and there's the bard. So there's like musical instruments that make the bard stronger. There's like hammers and stuff that make the paladin stronger for crushing damage. And there's a bunch of magic items that make the witch stronger for like acid or vampirism. Vampirism is great. I try to give everybody vampirism. So when I do damage, I heal from it. The paladin, I fucked up my paladin. I broke him. I made him very tanky, but everything I gave him made his attack super weak. So literally I'd see my character, the warrior, come in and be like, slash dead. And the paladin's like, I got this. Bing. It was almost like, imagine if Boro from Wanderstop tried to hit somebody. You know he wouldn't hurt them. That's what my paladin was. That's what my paladin was. He wasn't doing anything. And that's based on how I built him. But then I built him with so much health, I didn't have the courage in me to take it away. I'm like, I need to keep us here because he's just a meat shield. So when they come in, they're like, the paladin, get him. They hit him for like 2 damage. And then I'm like, cool. The other 2 get to sit and just lay into these guys who aren't coming after them. And then in the occasion, we're like, oh, they did take damage. The paladin's like, let me heal my friends. I had this like god tier run. It was like probably my 5th run, but I made it all the way to the end because I just had this great build of slashing damage and everything. I think grand scale, the backpack is the unique thing about this. The inventory system is it. if that's not the most exciting thing in the world to you, it's going to be hard to be like, how much fun am I going to get out of Lootbound? I love this inventory system. I don't like Resident Evil like that, but I like the inventory system. I love Dredge. I'm excited for Truckful because they have this spin it, Tetris, put the things in the place, like inventory system, and it's awesome. It's rad. It's super fun. Another big thing is you have a big boss at the end. You go through like 3 like mini boss encounters. After you beat the mini boss, they're like, the boss is ready for you, but you must upgrade him first. So you get 2 like bad things that you have to give to the boss. So it's just like, do you want to make him do a big attack that hits everybody or an even bigger attack that hits one person? And I'm like, give me the even bigger one, because if he has a big one that hits everybody, I'm fucked. So let me do a big one that hits one person and the chance that I can heal. So it's really fun. I'm having a blast. I just unlocked the Witch. I haven't done another run since I beat my first one. But I think the Witch might be my move if I can do the spell ones where your spell damage, I forget what the stat is, but you can go through armor. So you're like, fuck armor, I don't need this. I go straight for the health. I think if I can start doing that and building those characters, it'll be great. And then if I can get the warrior as like my side character who is doing slash damage, I'm like, I did all this. You just you do the scraps, you clean up whatever's left. I think that'll be great. Just the Witch is very fragile. So I have to build for like vampirism on top of like the bleed or whatever through damage. So I think if they can add more characters, because right now it's just the 4. I think seeing all the different stuff that you can pick up and loot and what am I going to drop, what am I going to keep is like very fun, very exciting. I like it. I like it many a lot.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah.
This was one that I had downloaded but never got around to playing.
Yeah.
I get why people compare it to Slay the Spire, especially because of the visuals.
Right.
But it looks I'm always a fan when these kind of games try to do something different, and making your inventory system the main thing here is cool. There's a couple of games like it. Was it called Backpack Hero or something?
Backpack Hero, yep.
Yeah. But it looks like this one has given it another different spin on things.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to play this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I had a blast. I want to double check if this one has a date yet. Lootbound on Steam. Bless you. Right now, the demo's still available on Steam. It's set for Q2 2026, which means it should be right around the corner here, sometime between March and June, before June kind of frame. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Oh, there was a collaboration day between Lootbound and Anime Shop Simulator. Look at that. Okay. Oh, they put up a thing. I want to see. They put their Steam Next Fest results. Lootbound reached 540 peak concurrent players, finished in the top 50 out of the 3,500 games during the event, and was featured by Steam. We gained 29,000 new wish lists and reached 34,000 demo activations. Right now, Lootbound sits at 560 most wish lists a game across all of Steam out of 114,000 games and 137 in wish list activity. Good for Lootbound. Well deserved.
Yeah, absolutely.
This game rocks. I think now that I've played and I capture my footage whenever the game would come out, and I'm like, let me capture more footage for the podcast so I can review the whole game, blah, blah, blah. This will be a Steam Deck game. This will be me laying in bed or sitting on the couch watching whatever and just playing Lootbound. I think if I can do the touchscreen thing of trying to rotate items or whatever, or at least if it works with the controller, like this is going to be a time sink.
Nice.
Yeah. But timestamp, that's me. Tofr, right? I did too. Yeah, back to you. What we got?
My next game is called Map, a game about maps.
Awesome.
And boy, does it feature maps. Basically, you become a cartographer of a small adventure crew. And you have to figure out where things are on the map. That's basically the game.
Okay.
It starts out easy enough with like you arrive on this small island and there's just one tree and you have to mark the tree on the map, and it's because of the shape of the island, it's not that difficult to know where it is, but you get graded on how close you are to the actual spot on the map where the tree is. So you have to put a pin in your map where you think the tree is, and then this giant pin will drop from the sky. To show you if you were correct or not and how close you are to being perfect. And as you as I went further down the demo, you had to take more things into consideration. Like you could start counting your steps and seeing how many steps it took from one spot until the spot that you need to mark on your map. And then they gradually introduce all these kinds of systems to help you out in becoming the best cartographer that you can be.
Okay.
And it's cute, it's adorable. It's you play as a kid, and your bunch of adventurers are kids as well. This is really all about that childlike fantasy of going on an adventure. And what adventure group doesn't need a good cartographer?
Yeah.
So if you like maps and putting things on maps, go play this game because it's a joy.
It looks cute. I didn't realize it was kind of like, here's the level, find where it is and like get your 3 stars, move on, right? Like I think I was expecting a little more like, just because of the design of the world, I think it was like a survival game a little bit of like I'm mapping out my area. But like seeing that it is like, all right, take 15 paces to the north and then at the rock take a sharp left turn or whatever. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And like now I'm seeing the Switch integration there, so you can have like chat try and guess where it is. That's really cool. Like this is different from what I thought it was. And like I was already excited for this game. It looked really cute. And knowing that there's this option to like let my chat guess along with me, like I think this will be one that I enjoy streaming, and like especially once your chat can get involved, like secondarily, like I want to play too, I want to guess, and they're like I did better than Danny. Like I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Map. Does that one do you have a date for this guy?
Quarter 2
okay
2026.
I'm sure it'll be April. We have to check April to see if there's a day. If there's like the April, like everything's coming out, it's gonna be here.
Please don't. We already have so many games to play in April.
I'm pulling up Jill's site. I'm pulling it up right now. April. Right now, there's not a day, but between the 14th and the 16th, we've got Dosa Divas, Replaced, Mouse PI, and Gecko Gods. Ooh, let me circle back. Include the 13th. We also have Gunboat God.
Oh boy.
So there's like 5 nasty ones back to back.
Yep.
It's a week after. We got Moomin Troll the week after. And we still, for April, are in Incombini and Fishbowl, which I think Fishbowl got a date, right? Or it just says April. Yeah.
I think it's Incombini that got a date. Let me check.
Right now, there's both
Incombini is releasing on April 30th.
30th. Okay, cool. So we have those. We also have Tiny Bookshop coming to PlayStation, which whatever. People of note, which we'll talk about later, comes out at the beginning of the month. I don't know what chain staff is. Yeah, April's looking stacked. April's looking gnarly right now. So everyone, prepare thy wallets. Winter is coming.
As if March wasn't busy enough already.
I'm so tired.
I saw your post. With all the games. Yeah. God damn.
Yeah, it's weird because I'm sitting here like we're recording this on the 3rd of March. Me like, oh my god, April's right here. I'm like, no, March is just starting. We haven't even done March yet.
Nope.
Oh god, what a fucking time! I love video games so much. Let's see.
Same.
Let me timestamp that. Let me tell you about those friend slop games though.
Okay.
Because this is one I got to play with my buddy Kanai. I don't have my own footage. I have Kanai's footage, so I'm trying to pull up his stream and see where he put his VOD here. Was this the demo marathon on Saturday? Yeah. So my buddy Kanai's been getting into Next Fest as well. He did a bunch of streams this weekend. Dwarven Lion, if you want to check him out on Twitch. We together got to play a game called Voodoo Fishin. It is a friend slop game, but not like quite the traditional ones. Forgive me. I was trying to stall out this ad and it's just a toothbrush ad, but I'm just going to show it. So you are going into the bayou with your friends, and you are roaming around with your fishing rod, trying to catch fish. You take them back to the shop, you sell them, and then you use that to buy new bait, new lures, new rods, new reels, all that kind of stuff. All the characters have this very cute and silly, like cartoony Muppet style to them. This game's cool. This game, it's relaxing, it's calm. There's not a whole lot going on. And I think that might be one of the detriments for like friend slot fans, because you're not like, it's not repo. Jesus Christ, what is this fucking ad? Go away. Can I fucking, there we go. Jesus, it's still there. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Whatever. It's fine. Enjoy it, YouTube. But yeah, so it's not like repo where it's we go into a level, we collect the stuff, oops, we might die, then we go back and like we failed, fight for your life, start again. It is you are in this place, you're at this fishing town, you're on this dock, you and your friends roam and you go do your thing. When you come back from grabbing fish, like each person gets a cooler. You can put 6 fish in it. You go out, catch a fish. I got a little stinkly winkly or, whatever type of fish you catch. You put it in the thing. You go back to the shop. I got 20 cents off of that. I'm going to buy a piece of gum for my fishing rod. If I go out and I fall into the water or a monster grabs me with my cooler, it takes all my fish. Like there was a point, I blame my computer, not the game, but I was walking back from getting a bunch of fish and I went to jump off a platform and I lagged. So I like went to the right. Which then I dropped all my fish. So the money I was going to make got thrown away. So I had to go back and do it again. I immediately get my cooler back. I get my fish, but like any lures I bought are gone. Any bait I bought is gone. Any fish I caught were gone. Because I died. I lost my shit. But again, you're kind of just, it's very web fishing in like sledding game of like, it's you and your friends, you're hanging out, you're fishing. There is some really crazy, scary things taking place. Like along the backside of this spot here, there are like secret tunnels and paths that lead to like this weird creepy gate that's like bring me junk, and if you put it on the pedestal it's like a sacrifice. I'm like, I don't know what exactly this is, I don't know what's happening. We didn't explore that much. I kind of hit that Minecraft moment of like, I've been playing, I got all this stuff and then I lost it, so now I'm waiting for my friends to be done, so I'm just going to keep like unaliving myself over and over again until we're done, because I don't have the means to move forward anymore. Like I don't have the drive. But I think this one's a vibe. I think when there's more to grab and more to do outside the demo, like I think we'll just put this on as our background game. Like it won't be something we have to focus on, something we have to play through. It'll be like, oh cool, we are just existing here. We are chilling and chatting. I've mentioned in videos before where like people have that late night Minecraft experience of we're not really playing anymore. I just built a bunch of blocks. I'm just jumping and platforming while I'm talking to you about your day and what's going on with your girlfriend. How's work going? Like that's what this feels like it'll be. Yes, there's a little bit of focus because you have to fish and like reel in and everything, but getting to kind of turn off your brain and be like, so what you been up to today? That's, oh, hold on, I got a fish. Sweet. Anyway, you were saying, like, I think you'll just have those conversations while doing this, and that's very fun. I think this is a cool like mix on the friend slop genre. It's the relaxing, cozy game to hang with your friends, but there is still the get the money, grab the new items, and progress without like a full reset. So there's something very unique with that friend slop formula, and I like it.
Oh.
Yeah. Why is this fucking ad still on the goddamn screen? Whatever. I don't fucking care. There it goes. Anyway, now that that's done. Yeah, void fishing. Voodoo fishing. Really cool. I don't believe this one had a date, if I recall. Voodoo fishing. It just says coming soon, so it's probably, but it says it's gonna be early access, so it'll be that cycle, which
okay.
I still want to bring a friend slop dev on, or onto the show to talk about this cycle where all these games come out early access and they're not out yet, and what does a 1.0 for a friend slop game look like. I was waiting for the team at Repo to answer my email, but no response.
Oh damn.
That's right. Calling you guys out. Where you at? Go ahead, come on the show. Let's talk about your friend slop. Or I'll go to Aggro Crab. We'll talk about Peak instead. That's a bad one to ask because they didn't do early access thing. Never mind, that won't work.
No, that's right.
But take the thread as you will. But yeah, voodoo fishing. That's cool. Now here's the thing. I have to see if I can find this other one because the name not great for SEO, but perfect. Here it is. Back to my beautiful girlfriend Mallory. Sent me a link for a game. It is called Follow Us. It is one of those co-op puzzle games where one person's the man in the van, one person's inside doing the puzzle solving, and you know, I'm gonna tell you, hey, grab this, move this. I found this thing. What do I need? Whatever. What Mallory neglected to tell me is that this was a horror game, and I wasn't aware of that.
Oh no!
Now, to be fair, on her side, while we were sitting in a call with the guys, and I was working on something completely different, she was explaining to him like, "Oh, it's a horror game." I did not hear her say that at all. I just know she sent me the link and said, puzzle game. I'm like, cool, let's try it together. So we start this game. It's a reality show where they're like, welcome to follow us. In this show, you'll be doing the blah, 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 blah. The first level, you are going through like this abandoned IKEA that's filled with mannequins. And you're trying to, you're going different showrooms. You get a sign that's like, this is the Doinkenspranken. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I read that to Mal, and Mal pulls up a manual like, oh, that's the couch. You have to go around the room. Okay, it's these. There's 7 of those couches. Go put that on the monitor. Then I have to find the Stinkle-Dangle. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this thing? And like, oh, that's the bowl. There's like a silver dog bowl. See how many of those there are. So as I'm doing this, the lights go out. And I'm like, hey, babe. Mallory. Hello? And there's just like static.
Oh, no.
So the power went out in the building and in the van. So we cannot communicate now. Meanwhile, there's these fucking mannequins that are like Boo from Mario. They move when you're not looking at them. So I'm like, these motherfuckers. And of course, yes, I was scared. I'm hamming it up for sure. Not that I caught any of my own footage. I totally forgot to open OBS, but I was hamming it up for sure. I was just like, babe, Mallory, I'm gonna die. What the? And then like as I would go around a corner, a mannequin, I'm like, you fucking ugly bitch. You and your titties are hanging out. You got to put those away. Hey, this is a kid's show. And like I'm just talking out my ass. All the while, both to entertain myself in a scary game, as well as like Mal not being able to hear me, and then come back when the electricity comes back on to hear me just talking to myself. Eventually at the point where I was getting scared, where I wasn't even trying to do the game properly, where it's like roam around these showcases to find the pieces and count how many there are. I'm like, monitor 1, confirm, no, run back. 2, confirm, no, run back. 3, confirm, no, and just keep counting up until I got the right number. But no, we love these kind of puzzle games. I know we're planning to go through the We Were Here game soon. Because they just announced We Were Here Future or whatever, and like I think that's game number 6 or 7 or something like that. I'm very excited to play through those. But being able to do the you tell me this, I tell you this, let's go, blah 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 puzzles is very fun for us. We very much enjoy that. I'm not sure how much scarier they're gonna get. I never died, I never got caught, but there would be moments where I'm sitting there, I'm like, Mal, it's staring at me. She's like, I know, baby. You're doing so good, baby. You're doing great. Just let me find it out. I'm like, Mal, if I move, the mannequin is going to grab me. She's like, okay, I need you to go to the left. I'm like, I can't do that. If I go to the left, the second mannequin is going to grab my ass. And I can't let it do that. I'm going to die. And then, like, I'd be staring at it, and eventually the one was just like, oh, I don't give a fuck if you're looking at me. I'm just slow, but I'm going to keep walking. I'm like, Mal, I can't stand still anymore. It's still coming after me. It's still going to get me. So as we finished this demo, I put on Blue Sky. It was just like one of those conversations. Mal's like, babe, you want to play this puzzle game? Lights go out. Hey, babe, is this a horror game? Mallory, oh, I forgot. And like, the devs didn't respond, but they reposted it. They followed me on Blue Sky, and then they went and followed me on Twitter, the website I don't even use anymore. But I'm like, fuck, we got to play more of this game. It is very fun. Another. If you're always looking for those long distance couple games that you want to play with your partner, or with a friend or whatever the case is, this is a great one. It is horror, so you can't just get your regular puzzle experience. You got to be scared about it. But Mal's already promised next time they have to go inside, and I get to be the man in the chair because I already got scared and I wasn't ready for that. But this fucked. This was really cool.
I can imagine the idea behind it is really cool.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what other levels there are. The demo only has the like IKEA level. And I'm looking at this trailer, and a lot of it is the same stuff we already did, but I'm waiting to see like, do I go to like the Walmart or do whatever, or other things are happening. So I'm very excited to see what the different levels look like. And I've not seen Mal's perspective either, so I'm seeing some of the like, here's the buttons, here's what her side looked like. It's really cool. I want more. But I also can wait for the horror part.
Yeah, I hate the way the mannequins move.
Yeah, they
That
so
is just
suck.
that's so creepy.
Bastards. Fucking mannequin bastards. I do wish I caught some of my own clips because I would have loved to just have a clip me being like, your fucking titties are hanging out. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. Just screaming and shit. I was just so mad. But yes, that one was false. That was my 2. Back to you. Yeah. Timestamp.
My next one is one that I had been really excited about for a while now. It's called Forbidden Solitaire.
Yeah.
It's a game about a game. It's about a 1995 CD-ROM that should have never existed. You play as a person who has found this CD-ROM at like a flea market or something, and has decided to play it. And while you're playing it, your friend keeps sending you things that they find out first about like the controversy, how the news was like, this game is bad, blah 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 blah, but then it gradually gets worse. And in the meantime, the game you're playing is basically Solitaire. You travel in this dungeon, where you're confronted by monsters, and to defeat the monsters or to solve puzzles, you have to play Solitaire, and that's basically it. And this mixture of the two is just really really cool.
Yeah.
It really looks like and feels like a game from that era. I'm old enough to remember 1995 and the games that were released back then.
I was born
And
that year.
oh god, shut up. I played video games back then, and they really did look like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really nailed the feeling and the tone of those games, and I'm really intrigued by what is going on with like the lore of the game.
Right.
The Solitaire itself is fun. Like I like card games, and this is a good one. But it's mostly the lore that has me hooked.
Yeah.
I want to know what exactly happened, because pretty early on in the demo, you discover that one of the devs stabbed both of her eyes out.
Got it. My brain went back to like IRL. I'm like, the fuck? The developer of this game stabbed their eyes out?
The developer of the game in
yeah.
the game.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I was like, that was so nonchalant of you, Tofr. What are we talking? Okay.
Yeah. I could have framed that just slightly.
No. That was me, the ADHD paying attention to the chair, like, stab their eyes out. Whoa. Yeah.
But yeah,
well, shit.
There's plenty going on, and I want to play more.
Yeah.
It still says Q1 of 2026, so that would mean it comes out this month, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
Because this month is busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever it drops, I'm gonna be playing it.
Hell yeah. That was another one Kanai's played. Kanai was on the podcast months ago at this point. He played the demo and talked about it a little bit. I really dug it. I look at it, Solitaire is a weird one that I'm like, I know I don't love, I'm not good at it, blah, blah, blah. They'll eventually be the Balatro Solitaire. I'm like, hold on, this makes more sense. I'm into it. I get it. But yeah, I do like the style of this one. I like the vibe. It reminds me of Inscription in a way, without getting into the spoilers of how that game goes. But I got a game that I'm playing and what that evolves into for the main character of that game. And it reminds me of that a lot. So tonally, it sounds right up my alley. We'll just see if it's one that I get the time to dive into, or I just let you just, give all the love and attention. So I'm like, yeah, guys, Tofr loved it.
Yeah, I definitely will be playing it. Like, I especially adore how much attention to detail they have to like creating the lore behind the game.
Yeah.
There's like magazine ads, there's trailers, there's news footage. There's all of these things that they created just to create this backstory, and I'm really all here for it.
Hell yeah. This is dope. I'm excited. This is one I hear a lot of people talk about, and they're excited for it, and like maybe I'm just missing the ship yet that's just like, but Danny, Forbidden Solitaire. And they're like, no, hold on, I'll see. I get it, people. Hold on. Sick. But yeah, hopefully not this quarter. Also, I'm make sure I didn't fuck up the doc because I see there's a spot where it's just a Y. Did I make a space and type something, or did we delete something, or did I call it something?
Yeah, that was. What was that?
Oh, that was the botany one, the flower one.
Oh yeah, Greenhearth.
Yeah. I think I was copying it to search it, and then I must have deleted it. I'm like, what? Where's the Y? Why is that there?
That's okay. It's okay, Dad.
Guys, I broke the document. We're ending the podcast. I'm cutting this. Sick. Then back to me.
Yes.
Here's my list. Cool. Cool. I did not get to finish this demo. I was playing it late the other night. I'm like, I got to call it a night, and just did not get the chance to sit back down and play. But I've been seeing it on Instagram. It's called People of Note. And all I knew it was a music-based game, but I didn't quite know what it was. So I got the demo shot. It is a music-based RPG. So, RPGs, you know what that looks like, the turn-based combat. But essentially you're exploring the world as this young girl. She wants to be a pop star, but she doesn't quite have the tone that she needs to stand out. So she's kind of exploring this world where every different region has their style. You've got the rock and roll, the metal, the country, like everything else. All I played so far was, I think I went to the rock section, or no, I think it was the metal area. It was like this big Texas canyon kind of thing. And within they're like, take that rock and roll thing elsewhere. And then we run into the country performers and they're trying to capture us and whatever. I really dug it. They sort of like, here's the story so far. You're starting in the middle of the game. You're at this part. I think it's Cadence, I believe is her name. But first off, I really like the character designs. I think the world is very simple. Like, the first thing I took away is you start this game here, it's all brown and dirty and grungy. And you are this beacon of neon pink and blue that is standing out on the screen. I'm like, okay, this pops. There's a visual of this that just like exists. And I like that a lot. The character designs, something about Cadence reminds me of Sombra from Overwatch, and I think it's just their a young lady of color. Like, she has that style. But yeah, you roam around the world. You're picking up items. You're finding money. And you're using that to buy music notes. I haven't quite figured out the entirety of the combat because there are upgrades. There are music-based things that as someone who's not a musician, they're like, I don't know what exactly I'm doing when I upgrade this stanza, but I'm doing something to it, so that's cool. And then once you get into combat, you have, again, the stanza at the bottom of the screen, and based on what is taking place, you can kind of organize your moves to benefit you in that way. We're like, the track is currently a pop song, so you want to use your pop abilities because you get more out of them. In the story of the demo so far, like, you roll in, and these guys are like, hey, you're out of your zone. Time to capture you. I don't think that, I know that sounds very ice grossness. I don't think that's the vibe. But hear me out. But they're like, welcome, this is country territory. We got to get you. And then this dude comes in, he's like, hey, don't touch the pretty lady. And he's a rocker, like old dude, gray hair. And you're like, all right, let's do this. Let's go fight these guys. She's all like, you want to join my team? He's like, sorry, kid, I work alone. You're like, well, I got to follow that guy. I need to find my sound. And I need more diversity in my music to figure out what I have to do. And they each have their different skills. Like the rocker, his name's Fret. He has headbang, so we can go in and just wham. If you do that perfect timing on the music note, you do additional damage. Cadence has an ability that's like, if she goes first, it's like introductory song or something like that. If she goes first, it does additional damage. I guess this is also more Australia because I'm realizing there's a fucking kangaroo with a fucking banjo in his chest. Opening act was the name of the move. Yeah, so she gets to use that first, but you need to have a certain amount of BP, which I think were battle points. I kept calling it Black Panther because I thought it'd be funny to say that in front of Mal. I'm like, my BP. But yeah, I really dug this one. After seeing it for so long on Instagram and knowing that I liked the character designs and the style, but they were cinematic trailers, not gameplay trailers. I'm like, I don't know what this game is. I don't know what I'm getting into. I would love to go back and finish the demo and see what else it has to offer. But yeah, I do find myself after years of saying like, I'm not in turn-based RPGs. I think it was more just like old Final Fantasy games do not get me. Some people are like, did you play Final Fantasy? I'm like, no, not for me. Not going to do it. But yeah, this was really dope. And also, hold on, mother over here, Martell, you beat some of her minions. She's like, well, hello there. I'm like, ha, mom. Hi, mommy. How are you? Like, she's fucking fine. Damn. You know what I mean? Damn. But yeah, she's hot. Game looks cool. I didn't put a lot of time to say too much more about it. But I think whenever this one drops, I definitely would like to experience it from the start and see more of like the music. I think this gives you enough tutorial to kind of figure out what you're doing and get through the game. But I would like the very like, hey, welcome to the beginning. Hold my hand. Let's start and see how this all works because you don't understand music. I'm like, okay, thank you. I would like the notes.
Yeah, I had this one downloaded as well because the trailer intrigued me, and also it's being published by Annapurna. So I'm curious to see what that means. But it's also releasing in April. April 7th.
Yeah, April 7th. I have to double check something because you mentioned Annapurna, and I forget if. Okay, it's May. We got a release date for Mixtape today, and I was just like, "Fuck, we had April 2. No, it's May 7th or something like that."
Nope. Damn it, that was gonna be my indie spotlight. I'm gonna have to change that now.
For Mixtape?
Yeah, because it got a release date.
Oh, did I take that from you? Did you have it on there?
Yeah.
Shit, I thought you had something else listed.
I had something else first, but then maybe I could change it back.
No, listen, pretend we didn't even say that. We'll talk about Mixtape. We didn't even talk about the game. Just talk about it. We can talk about it. Do what you want to do.
Okay.
Whatever feels good in your heart. I mean, to ruin your steez. But yes, so that was People of Note. I did play quite a few more demos, but just kind of to find out what we have here. There was one more that Mal and I got to play. Absolutely fell in love with this. I've seen it on TikTok a couple times, and I didn't quite realize how fun it was going to be because it is one of those visually looks kind of not bad, but it looks simple. Like it looks like a PS1 game, and it could be like that's either stylistic choice or it's just the budget they had. Either way, this game was awesome. It's called Shift at Midnight. So it's up to you and so up to 3 players can play. You are running a gas station at night. And it's basically gas station simulator meets Papers, Please. People come in and they're like, hey, I need stuff. I want to buy things. And when they come up to the register, they give you your ID. You scan it and you're like, hey, is this you? You're like, that's me. You're like, it says you're missing an arm. Oh, it grew back this morning. Well, that doesn't fucking check out. That's not how that works. So then you call them out and you're like, all right, time to die. And you pull out the gun from the counter and kill them. Some people are a lot better at hiding it than others. As you can see, the first clip that I got was us getting jumped by some guy calls the store and says, hey, I'm trapped outside. Can I get a hand? And I'm like, give me the gun, Mal. I need the gun. I'm going to go get him. So I walk over there. He attacks me and disarms my gun right away. So that once you get through the night, they will tell you how many people you misidentified. So if you killed an innocent, you lose money. If you go and let somebody go who was an alien or monster or whatever fucking creatures they are, they will attack you at the end of the night because you let them go free. They're like, oh, you didn't kill me? Now I'm going to get you. So you get a minute to set up traps and barricade the doors. And then once they get in, you are to load up and kill them. Make sure that they die. They might spawn in any number of things. It could be just a tall, there's this tall motherfucking freak. Also, I stepped in front of Mal's gun. She shot me. But there's this elongated dude who comes in. There's a dude that's like a spider. It's the head is a human body and the legs come out and it walks around all big and scary. I hated it. But it is another shopkeeping sim, right? Where you are just someone comes and buys stuff, you restock the inventory. After you kill a monster, you have to get a trash bag and clean up their body. Someone has to grab the mop and clean up the blood. And while I do this, I have to go put some more of the crackers and soda back on the shelf because someone ate it and blah, 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 blah. I have to take it out to the dumpster where there's this creepy alien watching me from the forest. I'm like, please go away. The one time he shows up and has there's tokens you find around. I don't even know what the fucking thing happened here. It is so funny because you could do it together and talk it out, or sometimes you're like, oh, this dude's definitely fake. I don't even know what he said there. He came up and asked for something, and I was like, yeah, okay, I don't think so, bud. Bang. I'm like, what'd he do? You're like, I don't even know, but that was sketchy. I'm like, okay, I believe you. It's really fun because it's not. It seems at least it's not roguelike anybody could come in and talk. It's there are characters, there are people who are going to come in and interact with you that you need to remember. Like some lady came in, she's like, I was working the late shift at the hospital. Like, why do you have no hair? Like, I shaved it years ago. It just became easier. I'm just so busy. It just became one less thing I have to take care of, right? I'm like, okay, cool. A guy comes in later who has the same last name as her. He's like, I had to go buy shampoo for my wife. And you're like, oh, his wife was the bald lady. Like, she doesn't need shampoo. Like, shit. Yeah. We should have killed that guy because he's lying. Everything the computer says is the truth. But if they tell us something, you're like, oh, well, this is the case. You're like, well, that's definitely not true. This was Mal getting stuck in a corner while attacking a monster. And I'm trying to kill him with a fucking broom. I had a really good time. Mal and I both really enjoyed this. And we immediately were like, I think this would be a great slop squad. Me, Mal, Zach, and LB. It is only 3 players. So I'm like, fuck, that sucks. But I think Mal, Zach, and I are going to end up playing it. Zach already had it on his wish list, so I think it'll be a fun one we get to play through later. Or Mal was just like, honestly, whoever wants to grab it. When Danny and I play it, we just want to grab a third person for the seat. Let's fucking go. I'm like, yeah, I'm so in. Like, we finished it, and I wanted to play more. Like, the demo only went so long. I'm like, I want more of this. I would love it now. And story-wise, you can only get so much. But, like, this is great. This was awesome. I, like, was absolutely shocked. It's one of those games I knew existed. I wasn't really paying attention to. It seemed like that streamer bait. Like somebody played it on TikTok and everyone's like, oh, I've seen that game. Like I've seen that one TikTok with 10 million views about this game.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh no, this rocks. This is really cool. Like, I think there's going to be the as someone who doesn't like Papers, Please, I think just for the not the simplicity of it, but I'm like, oh cool, I died because I spent $5 too much on medicine to keep my son alive, and that ruined my day. This doesn't seem like we went down, but we never died, right? So I don't know what the end state of this game looks like. If we both go down, does it end and we start over and whatever? Do we start the day over? So I'd have to find out what that looks like. But it seems very lenient. Of like Mal went down many times because like they'd be the one with the gun. I'm like, I gotta run. Bye, babe. You can handle this. And then I'd be able to sneak around a corner and revive her. I want to see, did I capture? I didn't get it. There was the point we lost money because I put up a bear trap in an aisle. I'm like, just in case the monster comes in. And some random guy's like, well, don't mind me. I just want to buy some crackers, and just explodes. I'm like, oh God. Oh no. And we go out to catch the bus to go home for the night. It's like, you lost money because you killed an innocent. I'm like, who? Who did I kill? I didn't. The guy stepped on the trap. God damn it. Shit. Oh, well. Eventually it upgrades where you have people come in for gas and you have to like check their car. We're like, hey, what do you need? I need $8 of gas. Cool. Sounds good. Cause see the back seat. You're like, I don't know why we're so invasive. Like, yeah, back seat. This guy's like, oh yeah, cool. I have just news about, it's dangerous out here. I got to stay safe. Like, okay, sure. Sounds good, I guess. There's a flashlight they give you. I didn't check the second guy with the flashlight, but apparently if I looked at his car, the notes say he has a pristine white car with rusted wheels, which I'm like, that's what I see. If I took the flashlight and shined on the car, that white disappears and it is this weird fleshy texture that is made up of this car. I'm like, oh, I didn't use the flashlight, so I let that guy go because I didn't look close enough. So like, it is that thing of like, there's steps to it that is more than just reading a list of things. Like you get to analyze and check and inspect everything. And that's really fun. Had an absolute blast playing this. Mal and I both have it wishlisted. We're going to dive in again. Whoever's going to be our third seat, like, I'm fucking here. This shit's rad.
Nice.
Yeah. Timestamp. But yeah, that is the last demo I have to talk about this afternoon. So Tofr, what you got for us yet?
My last demo is for a game that has just released in full. It's called Esoteric Ebb. It's a single-player CRPG that takes a lot of inspiration from games like Disco Elysium and Baldur's Gate. You play as maybe the worst cleric you've ever seen. And in the demo, you wake up in this kind of mortuary because you've just been revived.
Yeah.
You're back from the dead. And you are supposed to investigate something that happened. Something bad. It was an explosion in a restaurant, I think. I can't remember. I didn't play that much of the demo because I didn't have the time for it, sadly.
Yeah.
It's a demo that easily could take over 3 hours to finish because you get to play the entire first day of the game. But I sadly didn't manage to do that. This game rocks to me. You basically you run around. You Most of it is conversation based, more than action based. But you also have the conversations inside your own mind. For those who have played Disco Elysium, that will be very familiar. Um, but yeah, you get to decide how you play this character, but also the dice will decide for you.
That's how it goes. The dice got a story to
And that,
tell.
yeah, and that combination works really well. Story-wise, I managed to get a dwarven union to leave the place where they were going to protest because a nice orc lady asked me to.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, nice orc
And
lady.
then I had to visit some. Were they gnomes? I don't remember.
Okay.
Kobolds. They were kobolds.
Yep.
Who wanted me to investigate the thing that I was already investigating, because reasons. But yeah, the humor is spot on. The writing is just clever all around. I really love the visuals for this one as well. The first time I laid eyes upon it, I was like, this is gonna be some high quality shit. It has an intro, like the opening intro to the game felt very James Bond like.
Okay.
Where you have the opening music and then it was like this very cinematic visuals. It was just really cool, and I wish I had more time because I want to play this game, but I don't know when I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah.
Seeing as this released today as of recording, and with a certain game releasing in a couple of days, I just don't know when I'll get round to it.
Yeah, Procopia. I know you're really excited for that one.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant.
It's a busy month. Which game releases? Oh, Slay the Spire. Right. I was like, what game comes out this month? What are we talking about?
But yeah, Esoteric Ebb, I think this is gonna be a big hit. If it continues on the way it starts.
Yeah, I'm interested, right? Because we talked a little bit before. I saw you had it on the list, and I played the demo a while ago, and I didn't hate it, but I was just like, I'm not into this. I'm not feeling it. And I think it was, as I sat there walking away, anytime I mentioned it, I'm like, I think it was just wrong day, wrong game, where I'm like, I'm not in the mood to read. Like, I don't have it. And when I said that earlier, you're like, really? It just seemed like it'd be your thing. I'm like, it does. It does seem like it would be my thing. It seems like I'd be really into this because, like, I'm watching this intro cutscene. It's so silly and goofy, and I really like this. And the character designs are great. In this trailer, I'm like, fuck, I want to give it another go. But yeah, it is I think the first time I played, it was all the reading where I'm like, it's a lot more reading than action that I get to do. And I know that's the start of the game. It's the exposition. I got to get into it. But I'm like, I need a little more to do right now. Yeah. So maybe if it's the power through the intro and get to like more of the I choose and I do things as opposed to just reading a wall of why am I dead? Who am I questioning? What happened to the cleric? I'm like, oh, that's too much here. I want to do something else. But it does look, yeah, right up my alley thematically, and I do like it a lot, and I do want to play it. And I'm like, did I get a key request form? Do I have that? I didn't. That's what I was checking my phone there for a moment to see if I did. But it does look cool.
Yeah.
Damn. Games are great. Video games are cool.
Raw Fury. They really are.
Love it. But that is our Steam Next Fest February 2026 onslaught of games. What a time. Ba-boom. Timestamp. Tofr, your thoughts about Next Fest? We move on to what we've been playing?
I had a blast, and I just wish that I had more time to play more demos, because I feel like I've missed out on some really good ones as well. That's fair.
Yeah. Well, like I said, hopefully, like with Next Fest, the way it is, like demos just don't go away. They're typically still there. So I'm sure there's plenty. If you're like, I really wanted to play this one, you know, you still have the chance. And as I'm sitting here I've got, just go through what I have, but like I haven't played. I have Call of the Elder Gods, which just got announced the other day. The sequel to Call of the Sea. Everything is Crab. I think is like a Vampire Survivors like game where as you upgrade, you took animal evolutions, but if they have crab stats, you like increase your chance of turning into a crab more and more. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Alternate Alma and Akatori are both like action platformers I want to check out. Bobo Bay is one I've been meaning to play for a long time. I've talked to developer on TikTok many times. That's the Chow Garden stuff from Sonic Adventures. I don't even remember what this game is, Phonopolis, which I've had in my wish list. And I'm like, I like the style, but I don't know what this gameplay is. I still have Mythmatch downloaded. I have Ashes. I have Vultures. I have Let's Build a Dungeon. I have Roland Rascal, which is a very Sonic-esque looking game. So I have a bunch of stuff I'd still like to try out and give a shot. I have a bunch of Friend Slap stuff. Dig Dig Die, Goblin Company, Pratfall, Unicycle Together. There's a bunch of games. Another one, an extremely hard game. It's extremely hard, where you're playing as two geese carrying around a nest trying to keep your egg up. It looks really cute and fun and hard. But yeah, I have a shit ton of demos to download and try, including Super Meat Boy 3D, which I'm hoping I can get to run because I want to try it. But yeah, demos. Good times. But yeah, as you draw into what we've been playing, Tofr, I just played demos this week. I had nothing else exciting other than a little bit of more of a rival competitive, you know what I mean? But you played a game. What you got?
I noticed you got the platinum.
I did. To be fair, it was a free one. I already got the platinum a while back on PlayStation 5. Then they released the game on PlayStation 4. I'm like, I might as well download it upstairs just in case I get a little hinkering while I'm laying in bed. It's the same account. It auto popped everything. So I just had to download the game, and it said, here's everything you already did. Enjoy that platinum. I did that a couple months ago. I just never made a post. And then I got the platinum for Ball Pit. I'm like, well, I can't make the post about platinum 162 and not talk about 161. So
that's true.
But yeah, so platinum Ball Pit, good time. I'm back at Vampire Survivors for the PS4 trying to get that platinum. God, I wish that save auto popped, because that early grind in Vampire Survivors kind of sucks. When you've seen the light at the end of the tunnel, that beginning is brutal. I hate it.
I get that,
yeah. But yeah, I did get the platinum. I'm great. I'm good. I need more platinums. I haven't played a lot of PlayStation lately.
Oh no.
Yeah. Steam, man. Everyone's like, you want a Steam key? I'm like, I do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, enough about my trophies. You played Piece Together.
I sure did. I received a key to review this game, and I played it and loved it because it's like it's a 2-hour-ish experience, but it's one of those that sticks with you long after you finished it.
Okay.
You play as Connie, a 30-something woman. Looking back at a difficult time in her life when she had to move from one city to another as a child with her parents. She had to make new friends at her new school, and not long after the move, it was her birthday, so they held a birthday party and invited all of her classmates, and only one of them showed up.
Aww.
But then, yeah. But this was Beth, and Beth becomes your best friend for what seems like forever. And in this game, you discover everything through scrapbooking. So you get all of these elements. For example, you get a picture of the big move, and then you get a sticker that the delivery company gave you. You get all of these different items that remind you of that move, and you get to sort them in your scrapbook any which way you want.
Cool.
And once you've collected everything, you then get to move on to the next page. Through those pages, you get to see the story of Connie and Beth, how they grow closer together. How they help each other out with school stuff, how they help each other out with dating stuff, with all of the things that teenage life will bring you. And it's beautiful. Like it kind of feels like you were there with them. But then life gets in the way. And that's where I'll end everything about the story, because you have to find out for yourself, because I don't want to ruin it. It's only a 2-hour experience, so go give this one a try when it releases this Friday. It's so worth it. It's a beautiful story about knowing when to let go and knowing when to fight for something, which I thought which really hit me quite deeply. it helps that it looks adorable, that it's just so cute. Aside from like the mementos that you gather for your scrapbook, you can also unlock stickers. That includes some stickers from other indie games. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, there's a tiny bookstore sticker in there. There's an unpacking sticker in there.
Fuck yeah.
Um, especially the unpacking one feels relevant
Yeah.
because the storytelling in this one reminds me of the storytelling in unpacking.
Noted.
Uh, so yeah, pieced together, it's beautiful. Um, it allows you to be creative while also taking you along into a heartfelt story
Yeah.
that really hits home for like people of our generation,
Yeah.
like 30 somethings, 40 somethings maybe. Um, it really uses that nostalgia for that era when we used to be in high school. I
Mm.
mean, you were in high school in different era than I was, but still, it feels kind of similar, okay?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Um, and it does so. Yeah, it's just a really good game.
Hell yeah. It's so cute. We've talked about it. We did our most anticipated, and I like the simplicity in the gameplay and the depth of the story. Outside looking in, obviously I haven't played it myself, so I don't know exactly what all happens. Huh. But I think this is such a charming little game, it looks like. I think it'll be one that, hearing that it's only 2 hours, is both exciting of like, oh cool, there's not a lot of time to commit to it, but also like, when I play it, how much more am I gonna want? Where I'm like, all right, piece together 2. Where are we at? I need another one. Make another one quick. Like what that looks like. It looks so charming and so fun. I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that you mentioned that because I when I finished the game, I was like, I wanted to stay with these characters a bit more.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, this is a game about knowing when to let go.
Mm.
And I felt like this by the game being the way it is, it taught me a kind of lesson about that as well.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we had this experience of about 2 hours, and it was beautiful, and it was all that it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And it's not. There's no reason to be sad that it's over. It's just be happy that you experienced it.
But I want to be sad that it's over, Tofr. They can't tell me not to be sad.
Well, then be sad, Danny.
Good, I will.
God
I'll be
damn.
sad if I want. They're gonna take it away from me. I'm gonna fucking cry, and I'm gonna tag them. I'm gonna put a whole video of me crying on Instagram, and when I tag a team, like, you did this. It's your fault. Cute. Aw, I'm glad you dug it. We didn't mention key provided, yes?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Mentioned
Make sure we set it loud for the FTC. Just make sure we don't go to mega jail or whatever the fuck you guys do if we don't mention we got a game
Mega
for review.
jail.
Mega jail. Fuck yeah. Time stamp, which means we're on the indies releasing this week. Tofr, you want to run through that list of games as I stretch unopportunely?
Of course. I can do that. These are the games releasing in the week from March 5th until March 11th. On March 5th, we're seeing the release of Planet of Lana 2 for PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Timberborn is getting its full release on PC. Slay the Spire 2 releases on PC in early access, and Chickenauts releases on PC in early access. A day later, on the 6th, we're getting Lost and Found Company on PC, Frog on It on PC, Piece Together on PC, and Pink Noise on PC in early access. On March 9th, Luxuriant releases on PC. On March 10th, Mr. Sleepy Man releases on PC, Galactic Vault releases on PC, and Critter Defend Together releases on PC. And then on March 11th, we're seeing the release of The Liar Princess and the Blind Prince on PC, Piece by Piece releases on PC, and Bubblegum Galaxy releases on PC.
Just a couple games coming out this week. Just a few things here and there. Just a couple.
Just a few.
Yeah. Oh, this is cute. I was going through most of the ones I'm looking forward to are those first couple days. I have my key for Planet of Lana 2. I have not started playing yet, but by the time this episode comes out, embargo will be up, so I have it. So hopefully I'll have stuff to say for next week's episode. I'm in the spot where I'm excited for Slay the Spire to come out. Not that I think I'll have time to jump in and play, because I know you'll have plenty to cover when we get here next week. But I'll just be like, man, would be a fun one to play, be in that zeitgeist. Also, Lost and Found Co. I think looks really cute. Very Where's Waldo kind of game. And then I wanted to look at The Liar Princess and The Blind Prince because I hadn't heard of that one. I'm looking at it right now, and I can't think of the game. I knew it was an Indie World. Oh, it was an Indie World this morning.
It was.
I saw nothing about it. I assume that's where we got some of this date that I didn't see. There was an Indie World game that was like a Little Red Riding Hood fighting werewolves turn-based game, and this art style reminds me of that. I think that was just called Howl.
Yeah, Howl.
Yeah, but this looks really cool. I like this one a lot. I think it's a puzzle platformer. I'm looking at here for Blind Prince and the Princess, The Liar Princess and The Blind Prince. Puzzle platformer. Embark on a journey to save the prince's eyesight in this 2D puzzle game, featuring beautiful hand-drawn art and a bittersweet tale of wishes and what we're willing to do to make them come true. Utilize your wolf and princess forms to lead the way. Oh, that's why we're lying. We're lying about being a wolf. That's cool. Oh, this is fun. I like this one. This is the wish list. Dope. Anything on here screaming to you? You're dying to play?
Slay the Spire too, man.
Yeah.
There's a game I need to review next week.
Yeah.
And I need to find the time to play both of these games.
Yeah.
And it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to manage it somehow.
I'm going to try. But
yes.
It's Slay the Spire.
It's Slay the Spire.
It's valid. Damn.
I have to play it.
Good list of games, and this is just
co-op now as well.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Shit. How's that work? He's like,
I don't know yet.
Interesting. All right. Okay, Mega Crit. I'll see you. Dope. That's fun. That early access coming out. And I said here, I think we saw an update on Moonlighter the other day. I'm like, what's happening with this update? When we get more Moonlighter, give me the Moonlighter. Early access can be pretty cool when it's done right.
That's true.
But yeah, that's what's releasing this week. Let us know in the comments which games you're looking forward to. As we move on to our indie spotlight, which means Tofr, it's you again. What you gonna talk about?
I'm gonna talk about Stackmon now because we already mentioned Mixtape before.
Yeah, way to ruin it.
Stackmon is a game. It's a deck building creature collector.
Okay.
With a card stacking twist. So, like, if you've ever played Stacklands, I don't know if you know that game.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
Basically, that you get booster packs of cards, and then you stack them on top of each other to get like different reactions. Like you get building materials, and then you collect the building materials and you build something. But this time around, you have creatures doing all the work for you in a Pokemon-esque game.
Oh no!
Oh yes. There's a playtest live right now. I've had the playtest downloaded for 2 weeks and I still haven't managed to play it. But yeah, you immediately get active.
I'm in.
But yeah, it looks cool. I liked Stacklands a lot. So I'm really curious to see how they mix it up with the creature collector vibe.
Yeah, this looks rad. I love a creature collector. We might be going off the hype of Gen 10 getting announced and being like, oh, cool, a Pokemon game that looks decently solid this time. We'll see. But, like, yeah, this looks fun. And I think it's seeing... It's weird because, like, everyone uses, like, Fakemon as, like, an insult. We're like, that looks like a Fakemon. I'm like, I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think in a world where we've had so many people just create their own Pokemon for so long... We're like, oh, we could just make our own game. Like, I think there's a space for that. And that's what these games always feel like, where someone's like, I wish I could make my own Pokemon, so I'll just make my own Pokemon. And that's so dope. I think this looks fun. And I think I played a game for an ad a while back. I was like Kingdom of Cards or something. It was very much like this, where it was I didn't play Stacklands, but yeah, stack the things, turn them into this, send them a location, do whatever. But almost seeing this as like Pal World, the trading card game already. That like in here, I'm like, this is cool. I like this. I want to try this playtest.
Go for it.
We're gonna see what tonight looks like if I get a chance to play anything. I should play Planet of Lana, but it's this date night. Yeah, we'll see. It's a long day. We'll see. Fuck yeah, what a cool pick. Yeah, this way over Mixtape. That overrated game. He wants that shit.
Dude, no.
No,
Don't even joke about that.
No, I'm gassed for Mixtape. It's gonna be fun. 'Cause, like, everyone uses, like, Fakemon as, like, an insult. We're like, that looks like a Fakemon. I'm like, I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think in a world where we've had so many people just create their own Pokemon for so long. We're like, oh, we could just make our own game. Like, I think there's a space for that. And that's what these games always feel like, where someone's like, I wish I could make my own Pokemon, so I'll just make my own Pokemon. And that's so dope. I think it's so fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully my friends over at Annapurna can send me some keys. Where we at? I think also
Papa
cool. Agenda. I think we're in on this one. Papa Agenda. George, Jen, where we at? My friends. Okay.
Why are you shooting them?
It was like a finger gun. Like a hey, pew pew pew. Pay attention to me.
Okay.
I wasn't. Okay. Or it was a threat. Give me a key.
Oh God.
I want to play mixtape.
Violence.
I have 2 guns for both of you.
He's not afraid to use them.
Nope. I already shot because you delivered my keys and I wasted the bullets because I knew you'd give me those keys. That's all it was. Tofr and I both want to play mixtape. What we got? I'm gonna say we could do a mixtape review episode if we both got our keys. So
that's true.
What we got? I'm gonna post this and tag at Papa Jen. Like we're not even doing PR for that. Shut the fuck up. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. Reminds me, I have to get in the habit. It's not that I was going to market it any sort of way, but I made a TikTok account for Playlog Podcast. I think I want to try and do like the indie game previews on like CGDannyB and then our podcast clips on Playlog Podcast. And see if there's more like grow this from the ground up because TikTok's like, do you do multiple things? No, we don't like that. So I'm going to see if that becomes a thing. It's a brand new TikTok account to run, so that'll be great. But I'll just test water and see if it gets any value out of it. We'll keep doing it. So.
Yeah, go for it.
But also, Ramir's been a bitch with me trying to edit TikToks and taking forever. But I digress. Yeah, Stackmon. That's where that all came from. Which brings us to the end of the episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let us know in the comments which Steam Next Fest demos you played, which ones we missed that we should definitely check out if they're still up, and which games you're looking forward to this year after you played their demos. Tofr, if little Stinkly Winklies want to find you on the internet, where could they go?
The easiest way is through my link tree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word. And also be sure to check out SoManyGames.co.uk for reviews by me and my colleagues over there.
There you go. Yeah, guys. And of course, you can find me at CGDannyB all over the internet, Twitch, Blue Sky, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Talk about indie game news reviews, whatever we choose. I love that slogan. The moment I came up when I said that news reviews, whatever we choose, that little, not even alliteration, a little rhyming thing. It's good. It's good. It's solid.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, you can find me there if you like teaching RPG stuff. Right now, both my games are over on Rediscovery RPG. The one Rum My Beautiful Girlfriend Mallory, the one where I get to play with my beautiful girlfriend Mallory. And I told her in our next game I was going to flirt with her. So that's probably what's going to happen, depending what characters we get. But I want to flirt with her. Great. But yeah, it's a great time. I love rolling dice. And then, of course, we have a couple games coming up in the future that aren't ready to talk about, but we'll talk about when we can talk about them. And I'm hoping to get a bunch of clips and cool shit out of that. I love content, guys. It's a fun time. It's tiring, but it's so fun to see. That's all we got. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned next week where we do some more Playlog podcasts. And then after that, this is episode 98. Next week's 99. And then we have episode 100. We're already prepping what episode 100 is going to be, which I think, as loosely as we're still figuring it out, is going to be the 100 best indie games of all time. And getting some friends included in that conversation and blah, 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 blah. So that'll be a good time. I can't wait. Yep. But yeah, be sure to stick around for that. Big celebration. And you won't want to miss it. So subscribe, like, comment, etc. That's it. I'm done rambling for an outro. Bye!